So they can't make it.
Your league, Costa. God knows how to pay people. It's just simple. Costa that accused everybody here but himself. Everybody, Joe, we join, we accuse Joe, he killed Joseph Boyka. Boyka still living. Joe, when I go, no, you leave my brother. He made me senator. He almost made Joseph Boyka president until he screwed up. We gave God the glory. Yeah. Well, Boyka, when he screwed himself up, we don't want to make sure we fought for him to be reconciled with the president. And then the people who fought for him. Look, Yoli Costa, you come. And Costa was in a podcast, he said, they don't been calling me? Okay. The time you were calling me for me to kind of Boyka, did I put it on radio? That immaturity to do what you're talking about.
And I
No, son,
guarantee you, when we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser. Today we all wear the jersey of Liberia, and the victory belongs to the people, to the peace and to our democracy. As we begin to build upon the foundation of this new Liberia, I, George Fokke-Klong Jirale Gbapugbe Tape Malewia, the new president, will first give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessing He has bestowed upon our country. And I say, my people, thank you, Yah.
We elected 85 irresponsible men that happened to our country. We elected 85 irresponsible men to govern this country, not to be very irresponsible.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jerome Gamet from South Florida. The weather is beautiful out here, as usual. Florida, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful state. We are having a great time here. Yesterday, I had a terrible day with France losing. Well, my prediction still stands. Whoever won the game yesterday, I predict will be the winner of the World Cup. So I still think that Spain is going to hoist the trophy this weekend as the winner. But let's give thanks and congratulations to Argentina for coming from behind and scoring 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to beat the Great Britain, the Three Lions. So it is what it is. We say, like we say in Liberia, when you're dividing biscuit with someone, when you're sharing biscuit with someone, you say, let's break it. You think it will break in half, sometimes it doesn't. Most people thought that England had a chance. They're much organized. They had everything going for them. But it is what it is. But today we have some special guests in the house. We have the Alumni Association of our Cathedral. If you know anyone that graduated from Cathedral, that's attending Cathedral, this is your day, as the leaders of that organization will be here to discuss everything about Cathedral. The host and chapter representative, Acting Secretary General Rose Lima Jacques will be here. Jacques, the French people say, will be here to discuss. We also going to have the national president in tow, Ms. Hawa Masale. They will be discussing the 31st anniversary National Convention this weekend. Not this weekend, but the weekend of August the 7th through the 9th. The National Convention, Cathedral Alumni Association, CSAA. They will be here in a very short period of time. They're going to be discussing the 31st anniversary of this organization at their convention. The topic and theme is going to be Uniting Alumni building legacy, the role of alumni in nation building, past, present, and the future. They're going to be talking about empowering the next generation through education and mentorship. This is our agenda for the day. We're going to have the great women here. They will be celebrating 31 years of doing business, helping the young folks back there, holding up the school, the tradition, and the legacy of Cathedral. If you had any friends, family members that have contributed to Cathedral, this is the time to celebrate them. The 7th through the 9th of August. They will be here to discuss and tell us a lot more what they are doing, what they have done, and how are they preparing for the next generations of young leaders of folks from Cathedral. In the meantime, we have here, as we are all celebrating in Liberia, we are doing a fundraiser for our staff, the young men and women that are working behind the scenes to make me look good on TV. They bring the news. They drive me on the bad roads. When people say the road to the southeast is good, to prove it, to do the fact check, we send them. And they drive all the way from Monrovia to River G and back. When we needed someone at the border, Solomba, what was formerly Lofa County, that were taken over by the Guinean troops. We were able to send representatives there. They drove there. When we had issues at the General Hospital in Buchanan, they were there. When we needed to be in Sino, they were there. When we needed help in Maryland County, in Harper, they were there. So yes, these young men and women deserve to have a good 26. So guys, we have our Zelle up if you want to do Cash App. It's the $ TCA as in the closing argument, 2,500. That's a Cash App. The $ capital T, capital C, capital A, 2,500. That's the Cash App. And you see 2,500 there, you can send out $2,500. You can send out 2,000, you can send out 500. Either way, but anything you send we do. If you want to do Zelle, it's 678-438-3003. That's a Zelle. 678-438-3003. And if you want to do SendWave to Liberia, we got 0888-297311. 0888-297311. That's the Lone Star. And if you want to do the alternative, 0777-649-986. That's 0777-649-986. Thank you in advance for your generosity and goodwill. May God richly bless you so our young men and women can have a good July 26th. To most people, you know, July 26th is the largest festivities in Liberia because it belongs to everybody. Pagans, believers, non-believers, 26 is for everybody in the country. So let's celebrate. That make them happy. Put a smile on Junkie's face. Let's put a smile on Maya's face. Let's put a smile on the faces of Tony. Tony is our legislative reporter. He's always there. You know, when you get rough in the house, when he go cover, they push you in, push you outside. They don't want nobody there. They don't want no reporters there to push you out. But he perseveres and he goes out there and brings us the news. So let's do it for them. Send us something to the young men and women so they can actually make a living. Journalism doesn't pay in Liberia. They do it for free or practically free. So let's do it. Okay, let me welcome, take down the flyer, please. Junkies, can you take down the flyer? There you go. Thank you very much. Let me welcome our foes, our friends, our relatives, and our family by way of radio. We got here our parent company, Truth FM 96.1, Care Radio, and then 87.9 Freedom FM. You know, I like the names of the two stations. One is Truth FM. We tell the truth, no matter who it hurts. And then we got Freedom FM. You are free to tell the truth. You see, you combine the two, right? Freedom and truth. You are free to tell the truth. That's why we opened the line. And yesterday, one woman called and the lady said she is very, very, very appreciative. We are the only radio station that had the galls, brave enough to open the line for the folks to call. And yes, we are brave. We don't care what you say. It is your right. You have the freedom to do so. And it's enshrined in our Constitution. So we are not doing you any favor. We are only upholding the constitutionality of what we do. So when you come on here, you have the right, as long as you are not profane, you are not disrespectful to other folks. This platform belongs to everyone. Have your say. Call in when the line is open. Let me welcome Junkies Murray. Junkie Murray, introduce yourself and welcome the audience on Freedom FM 87.9.
And so, Mr. Jerome Gibman, I want to also say welcome to you, because those in Liberia, just hearing your voice since this morning or since last night. So welcome. And to our many followers here in Liberia, in the diaspora, you are welcome to the platform. This is the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9. And my name is Junkies Morris. I'm anchoring from Freedom FM 87.9 for the closing argument. Mr. Jerome Gibman, basically we will pause the recognition of our followers since they are still trooping in. And we can get back to them later on. So back to you for control as you lay the basis for our tonight's conversation.
Excellent, excellent, young man. Thank you very much. We are on the roll. This is debate of the week. You got one more day between you and the weekend. I know you can't wait. If you are in Liberia, your day is over. In the United States here, our work day is just ending. So you are home, you are comfortably seated. Some of you who can't wait for the weekend, you got only one more day. That's tomorrow, Thursday. That's the weekend eve. That's what they call it, the weekend eve. Tomorrow, this time, you will be in a full throttle. You will be hitting. We're talking about now. You were running a running race. You can see the finish line, and you get that energy. You get that energy. Now you can see the finish line. If you play number 9 and you beat the back line, you beat the number 5, and the goalkeeper comes and you away him and you see the goal. You see the line. That's why on Friday, it's time for you to go. So, guys, we are having a great time. We're also going to be discussing politics in our second segment. There is a major breaking news in Liberia reported by Front Page Africa that this facade about nobody knowing anything about drugs, the intelligence was supplied by the international community, our own intelligence officers. They briefed the president, the executive, about the cartels in Liberia, and they lay out the entire playbook. This is according to Front Page Africa. So if this is true, why the executive and Liberians, why are we acting surprised? As though this thing caught us off guard. No. Most of the calls we did yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing our monologue until our guests come. When they come in, we'll preempt, we'll bring them right on. But several folks called yesterday through Junkies Morris when he was hosting. And look at 90.9999% of all the people that call were not surprised that Liberia has drugs. They know it. Most of the folks were not surprised that there were drugs all over the place. In fact, 2 of them called and said they were victims. So anyone who was surprised that drug has taken over Liberia is a facade. But that's for the second part of our show. The first part of our show today, we will be hosting the Mighty Cathedral. Yes, the Catholic girls, don't mind them. They say the sisters say they're pious, but don't mind them. Don't mind those Catholic girls. Don't mind that. Let me welcome Rosie Jacques. The French people say Jacques.
How are you, my dear?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you.
Hopefully your camera is kind of stable.
I'm gonna fix it right now.
Okay. And when you if you can do it this way,
Oh, okay. I will.
landscape is so we can. But while the cathedral ladies are getting ready, share the show. Let the folks know if you are from any of the Catholic institutions, your sister school is on. If you're from my hometown or Lower Buchanan, you know St. Peter Clever School. This is your sister school, Cathedral. If you went to St. Teresa's Convent, this is your sister school. If you went to St. Patrick's, this is your sister school. And all the other Catholic schools in the country, this is your sister school. And today we're going to dedicate the first part of our program exclusively to Cathedral.
Okay. Thank you.
I used to like the Cathedral girls, their uniform was so pretty. Yes. So today we're going to dedicate the day to Cathedral. They had a great basketball team, great soccer team, you name it, a great kickball team. So Cathedral has everything. So for 31 years, Cathedral Alumni Association in the Americas have been doing all of those things that you do to give back. In America, when I used to work for the United Way, they call it pay it forward. You know what they say, do good and don't expect the good to come back to you. That's what it is. You just do it because it is something that you have to do. Don't do it because you expect something in return. This is what Cathedral have done for the past 30 years, and August 7th through the 9th will be their 31st anniversary. Talk to us, Ms. Jack. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
My co-host is Junkies Morris from Freedom FM 87.9. Junkie, welcome our guest from Cathedral.
Welcome, man, Rosie Jacques. Welcome to the platform. I'm surprised.
It's not mine. It's Miss.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Miss.
I'll take it all. It's
No,
okay.
no. There you go. Go ahead.
Miss Rosie Jacques. Welcome
you.
to the platform.
Thank
This is the
you.
closing argument, and we are here on Freedom FM 87.9. All the people in Liberia listening to you, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome.
How can people in the U.S. listen? Because people texting me.
Oh, you can share it. You did. Let me see. Let me see if you are in my link so you can share it. But if you go to Facebook, it is trending. It's there. But let me see if I
I
can.
think I got on YouTube. I was struggling with Facebook.
Oh, you got on by YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me see if you and I are friends on Facebook. But let me see it. Okay, let me see. You got Messenger?
Yes.
What is your name?
Good question.
Rose?
Yeah, singing.
Okay. Let's see. Rose Jack. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are Rose Lama Jack, there you go. Okay, I'm sending this to you, and then you can send it out to everybody in your line.
Okay, how you sending it? Facebook?
Yeah,
Messenger.
Messenger,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So, guys, share the show. If you know anybody from Cathedral, you know anybody, just share the show. Put it in your platform, on all your platforms, your chat rooms. Put it in your chat room. Rose, if you can cut and paste it in your chat rooms, like everybody get to see it.
I'm gonna do that now.
In your chat room, in your sorority chat rooms, if you are AKA or Delta, or I put it in their chat room too. You know, I live too long in America, so the Divine Nine. If you are a member of the Divine Nine,
No, I'm not.
okay, we gotta make you a member of the Divine Nine. What city you live in?
California, Los Angeles.
Okay, I am going to get in touch with my AKA sisters to get in touch with you. They have the graduate chapters out there. They will reach out to you. All the Deltas, those are my two. Well, I like them all, but those two are the ones that I know after the show they will come after me because there are 9 of them. And they say, why you pick the AKA and Delta? But yes, my sister is a Delta. My pastor is my sister is an AKA. My pastor is an AKA. And my daughter is a Delta. So yes, this is why I'm a little biased. But that's what it is. But Miss Masale, can you okay. Well, I like Miss Masale got her flag in the back. I don't know. Oh, you made it worse, man. You made it worse.
I made it worse, son. Oh
yes.
my God. Forgive me.
I did not see that link, sir.
I'll send it to you.
How is that? How is
In
that?
Messenger?
Yeah, in Messenger.
I think Mahawal Masale, you can landscape your phone.
Yeah, can you
so
do
as
your phone like this?
Do I still have a poor lightning?
Yes, but let's do the landscaping first. Do the phone like this. Where's your glasses?
Okay, it's way better.
Good question. Oh Lord. That's a good question.
She's screaming her eyes. No, I
The
don't
thing
want.
is, I'm trying to accept, but it's not allowing me to accept.
Okay, well, when Ms. Masale come on, she will kind of link with you and make sure it happens.
Okay.
But yes, guys, share the show. Put the show. Share this particular show on your front pages, your homeroom, all of that.
For
Miss
some reason,
Howard,
my landscape is not working.
because you lock it, go to the top of your phone, the 3 dot,
Mm-hmm.
press on it, and you
Yeah,
should see an arrow with a lock in it. Click on that arrow with the lock, and it will turn it.
Okay, I'm seeing the 3 dot, but I do not.
Just
Press it down.
You gotta press it, and then they will come on.
You will see the 3 arrow. You'll see the arrow with a lock in it. press on that and it should open it.
Well, listen, all the bluffing thing I've been talking about, cathedral people being so smart, don't come here, Ocean Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having fun with our friends, our sisters from the cathedral. We're going to be having a great time. The first segment of our show, we're going to be talking about cathedral and the upcoming event. Sister Rose, tell us where will it be held this year?
The event will be held in Providence, Rhode Island, from August 7th to the 9th.
Excellent. So all my friends and people in Providence, Rhode Island, you know, that's it used to be the jolly capital of Liberian community.
I know. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, but not anymore. I think it is now
Minnesota
and Des Moines, Iowa. Those are the two.
Okay. Because people started leaving Providence and moving to Minnesota.
That's correct. So Minnesota is the place now to be if you want to be everything else. Miss Masale, is it possible for you to change your location because the sun is shining right through your? Okay, there you go.
Is that better?
Yes, then you got to move to your right. There you go. Boy, I tell you, I knew you could do it. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. How about make sure you share this show with Rose? She had a problem coming on Facebook. She said so she had to use.
I'm on YouTube.
So she's on YouTube.
Okay.
How are you need your glasses? Or your contact?
My feet is just small. For some reason, the doctor said I don't need glasses. I told him I disagree with him.
Tell your doctor, say Mr. Gibbons, say, I should change you. I should go to another doctor.
Yeah.
Because you're straining your eyes now, I can see. But
I am.
Steve Bullitt, hello everyone. Good. Yeah, Steve, listen, man. Share the show. We got our sisters from Cathedral. Today we're going to be, but let me not hold you up. Rose, introduce yourself to our audience.
So I am Rose Lamont, officially then Jacques. I went to Cathedral back in the day, in the 80s. So one of the originals. I currently live in Los Angeles and part of the New England chapter that hosting the 31st convention. We are very proud of the work we are doing, and we're looking forward to people coming and celebrating with us.
I heard you say you in Los Angeles and you are part of the East Coast. Is that
how you? Because I lived in Rhode Island back in the 80s. So I'm still part of Rhode Island. Then I moved to California in the 2000s. So I've been here for a while. Okay, so you're going to pay two dues. You pay your dues to the West Coast and your dues to pay one due.
And actually, we're trying to get her to get a chapter out there. So very soon she's gonna be getting us a chapter there. So let her enjoy New England for now.
For the time being, that's correct. That's correct. So talk to us a little more. When you left Cathedral, what else did you do, and what do you do now?
Oh, so currently, what do you mean?
A little bit of your resume.
Okay, my resume. So I work for nonprofit.
Okay.
Okay, let me go academia first. So I currently have an MBA, and in a week I will have my doctorate.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. And looking forward to that. Being busy, being studying.
That's right. That's right.
Looking forward to my defense soon. I'm not going to say when, but it's around the corner.
Okay.
And I currently work for a big corporation here in LA.
Excellent, excellent. You see, I told you about those girls from Cathedral. They left both business. You see what I told you? You're not disappointed. Thank you very much for your
public.
Howard, welcome to the show. Welcome. We have my co-host here is Morris. Junkies is our co-host of Freedom FM in Monrovia. Morris, our guest is here. Could you welcome her?
Yeah, and so welcome,
Thank
Mahawa
you.
No,
Masale.
that's not Ma Hawa. That Miss Hawa. Hey, you're in Liberia. You gotta learn your etiquette.
You are right. I agree with you 110%. Myself always push for that the right should be the right. So I agree with you. Miss Hawa Masale, you are welcome to the platform. This is the closing argument here on Freedom FM 87.9. Liberians here and all over the world are listening to you. And we want to say welcome to the entire Cathedral Alumina family there in the diaspora. Welcome. In fact, I was at the closing program because I went there to receive my kid report or progress card. So I think they are doing well. Some of those from the US that have been carrying on projects at Cathedral. In fact, one of the colleague who was uh, providing chairs for the school just passed. I heard that. I think they will elaborate also on that. So I want to say kudos to them for always looking back home, and to Miss Rose Jacks. I want to say uh, tap on your back for the efforts being made intellectually. I think it's good
Thank you.
for Liberia. Thank you there. Keep it
Thank
on.
you. Thank
Back to
you.
you, Mr. Gamer.
Yes, Hawa, as usual, this is your first time on the closing argument.
No, it's not. We were actually Cathedral School Alumni Association was here 2024 or 25 to also promote her platform. So this is actually our second time back as Cathedral School Alumni Association. So yeah, I've been on a closing argument before.
Great. For those who don't know you, could you please introduce yourself? Give us a little background of yourself, what you do, and what motivates you to doing charitable work.
Well, my name is Hawa Masali, of course, from Liberia, and have some Sierra Leonean blood in that.
Obviously.
Of course, went to Cathedral. I'm gonna say Rose, yes, I went to Cathedral back in the days too, in the 1990s. So I am also one of the originals.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, after Cathedral, went to Cottington briefly before coming to the United States. Here I gained I took the long route, associate, bachelor, then MD. I went from bachelor's in health administration. I did went to school to become a nurse, and then currently working as a nurse, but then I went back to become a medical doctor, currently working on being licensed to practice as a doctor. And here I am with Cathedral School Alumni Association. What I enjoy doing, working with the school students, working with my fellow colleagues, my senior cats and junior cats, and it has been fun. I have been national president since 2023, re-elected last year, overwhelmingly. So that tells me the work that we are doing is great, and we want to continue this. So this is where we are. Another convention is coming up. We are here to promote that.
Amen.
Listen, guys, I'm telling you, these cathedral women, they're both business not easy. I told you, but don't be intimidated. They are as lovely as they are. They are as soft as they are. When it comes to business, they're all business, but family also. So don't be intimidated when you see them go dance, enjoy, have fun, but always give back. Give back. You got to give back. So thank you very much, Ms. Mathali. Thank you for being here. We are glad to be here. For me, it is my first time meeting you. And for Ms. Jacques, I remember when I was meeting with Jacques Klein during the war, and I went over and I said, Jacques, He said, no, not Jack, Jacques, Jacques. So he tried to make me. He said, how's your French? I said 0. He said, okay. It is Jacques, Jacques. So yeah, Miss Rose Jacques. So
the
thank
S
you
is
very much.
silent, yeah.
Yes, it is actually an honor to see people giving back because it is easy when you cross the ocean and you get home.
You're getting a show and support.
Hey, Miss Masale, when you gotta mute. Go. You got a hot mic. You gotta
I'm
mute.
looking for my mute button.
Okay. Oh. I said mute and she off. Okay, but yes, it is a good thing to see you all come here doing well for yourself, and you know you got your own family, you got yourself. It's easy to just say forget it. Let me just take care of myself and my family, and that's it. But yet, it's the deep down in your heart, you have decided. Listen, it is not all about me. I have been blessed, and it is time for me to bless someone else. So, what motivated you to get involved into this charitable thing with Cathedral? I know you do other things too, but what is your motivation?
So since Hawaii is
Yeah.
somewhere in the universe, for me, I do a lot of charity work now for different organizations in my community. And so helping my alma mater is another way of working, especially with the good cause, of supporting the kids back home with scholarships, whatever may, um, the school provides for the kids back home. So joining and raising money to help those kids back home is very important to me. I mean, it's something that almost every Liberian in this country would do anyway. We, send a lot of money back home to support our loved ones. And so, maybe extend it outside the immediate family and go into another group of people to help support, especially academically, because that's my area. I'm very passionate about academia, and so helping people succeed, you know, is something that I'm very passionate about. So there we go.
Okay, let me welcome the presidente, the madam, the leader of the group. You know, these cats, they are friskies. Well, oh no, friskies is another group or other. Yeah, okay. These cats are not friskies. They are not, because that's a whole different
Yeah,
ball.
we are the cats from the
Yes,
cat kingdom. The
that's right.
Friskies are our sisters.
So they are the cat with all being frisky. So okay, I understand that. Thank you for. But Ms. Masale, tell us about your motivation and what actually pricked you into giving back and wanting to help other folks.
Well, and like I have been saying for the past 4+ years now, because that's when I have become really, really front face with the Alumni Association. I first became a member, a due paying member. Let me correct that, because once I left Cathedral, I'm an alumni. So is any of you who have been through those doors of Cathedral. But I became a due paying member in 2007, and I became forefront about 2021, and since then it has just been amazing. What really helps me a lot also is I have the privilege to go to Liberia at least twice a year, every year. Sometimes it's 3 times, sometimes it's 4 times, because it's a lot of work being done in Liberia, not just in the schools, as we all are aware. So when you are there and I see all the work that is being done and seeing how some of our students want to be able to go to school, want to have the same education that we were privileged to back in the early 80s and 90s, all I want to do is help to find that means of helping educate them. And how do we do it? This is one of the ways we do it through our alumni association. So I am fortunate to be a part of the Cathedral School Alumni Association. Cathedral is our Catholic school back located Ashmore and Nelson Street. It has been there for many years. A lot of people know that school. That's that same old school we will faithful be. So yes, we love it. We love the students. The students are our future leaders of Liberia. So we really take pride in helping to educate them. So there where I have been for the last 4 years, heading this alumni. So last 3 years, excuse me, heading this alumni association, so that we can not only give them the best education through fundraisers to promote scholarship with the many students we can promote scholarship for. We also help to make sure that the educational environment is very, very like conducive, where you want to sit and learn. You have air conditioning, you have great chairs, you have space, and you have lights to see. You're not straining your eyes like how I is doing here, So yeah, we help to do all of those things as far as making sure there is running water in the school. So we are like the buffer to the work that the secretariat and the archdiocese is doing. So yes, I enjoy doing it, and I would love to do it, even given and the opportunity to do more.
Okay. For me, I like to give people tests. I'm a tough test giver. I give a test. Are you guys ready for a quick pop quiz?
Go
As
ahead.
long as you're promoting our convention coming up in the
That's
Alumni
correct.
Association, we
Yeah.
are ready.
You ready? Okay. So we're gonna sing the Cathedral Ode.
Oh gosh.
And you know that school old? You know that school old?
Listen, I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. Listen, I am an alumni of the Bassa High School, a school that was founded in 1902. So we are the second oldest school in the country next to CWA. But anyhow, I wouldn't put you on the spot now. Next time you face me, you better come ready with your school old. Let's have the school spirit. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are from a Cathedral or you're from any of the sister schools, please share the show. Let the folks know that August the 7th through the 9th, we will be in Providence, Rhode Island. And the closing argument is going to be there. We are going to boogie down. We're going to have fun. And then we are also going to raise money to do some good. I see my former superintendent and my school president, Ms. Julia Duncan Cassell, all the way. She's tuning in. Yes.
Hey, Mapu.
Mapu was my student council president at the Great Bassa High School in Buchanan.
Okay.
And I'm glad she tuned in. Yeah, but we have always supported.
Welcome, Mapu.
Yeah, we have always supported everything that has to do with helping our folks back home. So talk to us about some of the work that you are doing in Liberia now. We will talk about the convention later, but let's talk about some of the work that you are doing or that you are undertaking or you are about to do. Because the fundraiser you're doing, I know is going to some projects. Tell us some of the projects. Let me start with Ms. Jacques.
So the project for New England currently, on Friday, we have meet and greet. So first, we are selling tickets. We still have tickets on sale and the different prices. We have tickets for people who just coming in for meet and greet, people who coming in just for the ball on Saturday. And we also have a boat ride on Saturday after our planetary meeting. And Sunday, we have this big cookout. And everything we're doing, we're raising money for the school. So we are encouraging people to come. Right now, on Saturday, I think I mentioned that we have our planetary meeting in the morning. Then we go on this boat ride for a few hours, come back, get ready for our ball Saturday night. We then have Sunday morning, we go to Mass, and then We have to tell God thank you for the weekend, and then Sunday after Mass, we go out to the park to barbecue. So our ticket right now on sale. I'm sorry, I've got a bunch of windows open here, so bear with me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard what the cats are saying. On Friday will be the arrival and meet and greet. You, all your friends you have not met over the years, there will be some new one. There will be some surprises. You got to come in and have a great time. No suit and tie, just casual coming. Let it down, have fun, enjoy your friends. Listen, there is no guarantee that tomorrow is going to be a day for you. So
Oh
every
man.
day that you wake up.
Mm.
So Friday, if you wake up Friday morning, the 7th, and you make it to the event that evening and seeing your old friends, it's a day of Thanksgiving that you will meet them and you're going to have fun. And then, even though the ticket may be set at a certain price, you can always donate more because
Thank you.
they are doing it for a good cause. So if it's $50, what's
Yes.
wrong? What's wrong with buying a ticket for $100? You are doing it. When you go to McDonald's or you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, or you go everywhere you go, you take one or two kids with you. You go low, $100 gone
Easily, yeah.
easily, right? So why don't you just donate $100 to the cats for the good job that
Amen.
they're doing? I was just in Liberia and I saw. I went by all the Catholic school there. Basically, I went by St. Teresa's Convent. I went by all the other schools and saying that the schools are still there, and it is not by luck. It is by the grace of God and hardworking men and women like we see here to keep their schools going. And when you are having yours, they come and patronize you. When they're having theirs, it's a susu now.
Hmm.
Cathedral having theirs, y'all make sure y'all support them. When y'all come, they will come and support you. So, Miss Masale, let's talk about Saturday. I got my red bottom shoes, and I'm coming Saturday. And I'm coming to boogie down. Tell me what I'm going to do, what the DJ going to look like, what the program going to, who the keynote speaker. Am I going to have fun when I come on that day?
Well, you are definitely gonna have fun. And right now, if you look on our Cathedral School Alumni Association Facebook page, we have a sneak peek of what you expect to see on that
Ooh,
weekend.
she
Yeah,
teasing.
sneak.
That's a teaser. She teasing you guys. Yes, give me
and
the
and you
teaser.
And you made a very striking point when you said tomorrow is not promised to no one. In that video, you will see one of our members who were at that convention last year, August, who is no more with us, Miss Christine. She was actually dancing with her husband, Abi Okai, in that video. And when we share it, everybody memory went back. Wow, life is too short, right? So yes, tomorrow is not promised. Let us support each other. This is a susu. Like I'm gonna be at a Rick's event in Texas, and two other events. There is another one going on in Virginia, Maryland, that I'm also gonna be at in the name of representing Cathedral Square Alumni Association, because we have to support one another. That's why I'm taking up that time as the lead for the association to support those organizations. And I also heard someone mention our late brother who was actually working very tirelessly to help with the renovation project at Cathedral. That is the major project that we have going on right now at Cathedral School. What we agreed upon, we have a foundation board that deals with the implementation of all of our activities from the association. So the funds we raise, it goes through the foundation. It's called a Cathedral School Education Foundation Board. And they are the one responsible for implementing those projects. So one of the biggest projects we have ongoing is the total renovation of the school. We have planned on taking those old chairs, away from those students because most of them were broken. Like I mentioned, I'm one of those who fortunate to visit Liberia twice, at least twice a year. And I go there for other things as well. I'm involved with other nonprofit, but today we are here for Cathedral. So upon those visitations, we see students sitting on broken chairs. At this day, age, in time, I don't think it's good that we have people, children sitting on broken chairs. And we are of this mindset that the Catholic schools or the Catholic Church have support and all of that. But let us not forget a lot of those were back in the days where Catholics had a lot of support, but nowadays is the support is heavily burdened on the alumni association because a lot of those missionaries have pulled back, and like where you have people of the 60s 70s that used to come, most of them have been dead and gone, and there was no continuity, so most of those support have lapsed. So there were like Cathedral School, our alumni association, as confirmed by the educational secretariat and the Archdiocese, we are the number one sponsor of Cathedral School. So this renovation has centered around that. We see national exam going on, students sitting in dark rooms. Um, they can barely see. I wonder, whether they even marking the right answers. We see students sitting in hot classrooms. Even the fans are there. Either they just, turning on slowly, or they are just sitting there for fashion, right? So all of those we came together, and then we decided as alumni body that we need to do something more. Yes, it's okay. We can pay their tuition. It's okay. We can give them scholarships. But what happened? They can barely, sit in a classroom to be able to take in all of this knowledge that the teachers are giving to them. So this is one of the reasons that sparked the renovation project. And our brother, Mr. Clarence Tware, may his soul rest in peace. He was the director and header for that project. He was also a member of the Cathedral School Education Foundation Board. And like we said, tomorrow is not promised to no one. He was just here with us a couple of months ago. Now, 2 months later, he's not here with us. So let us make the time for one another while we can. Like our brother Clarence, he put all of his time in there, despite his family and his business that he was doing. I will stop for now.
Yeah, Rose.
Yes, sir.
Luke 12:48 it reads, "From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the ones who has been entrusted with much, more will be asked. To whom much is given, much is required." So what you guys are doing here is basically very, very honorable. You are an accomplished woman. Mrs. Masale is also an accomplished woman. God has blessed you, given you much, and you are giving much back. This is admirable. Admirable. We want to say, talk to us about other folks who have been blessed and why it is incumbent upon them to also support what you are doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Jacques, can you tell everybody else who watching why you want them to do a little more than they did last year?
The reason people should do more than we did last year is because we are supporting a cause. This is not my birthday party and I'm trying to raise money to celebrate. This is a cause. It affects every one of us. Every time we send money home to help our loved ones, we do something. I know sometimes they don't appreciate the $10, but it's a lot. So when people make contributions to Cathedral School, they are helping kids back home. They are not putting money in my pocket or any members who trying to raise these funds for our school. Our I forgot to acknowledge our president, Mr. Fana, Anthony D. Fana Jr., uh, president of he's president and chair of the New England chapter. And then Louise Lama Richardson, vice president, uh, Salcon Bedell Bernard, treasurer, Joanna Gurich Williams, chaplain, and I'm acting secretary. So
excellent.
yeah.
Listen, we got everybody here, and we really want you guys to know that learning is not about just memorizing it, but the environment, right? The learning environment just has to be right. If the child is not sitting, in a comfortable seat, right? Or the child goes to school hungry and they have nothing to eat, no snack, no nothing. Or the child is in a building where the roof is leaking. She just talked about the fan being in the building. They are not working, but the fan is just there. The kids are in the heat. They are overheating in the 100, 105, 110 degrees heat. You can be the smartest kid. The environment is so bad, you may not be able to learn. So yes, the renovation is very important. The renovation they're talking about, it will impact the physical as well as the mental health of the children. So August 7th through the 9th, 3 days. The 7th will be the arrival, meet and greet, talk, just relax and just reminisce about the good old days. Saturday morning will be the administration section where they will have business section, discuss issues and all of that. And then Saturday evening, man, the red shoes coming out. We would dance the jitterbug. Yes. For those of you who are too young to know, you don't know what the jitterbug is. It's a kind of dance. Let me go to Morris. Morris, our guests are here. They're having little technical difficulties. But you are benefiting from the cathedral system. Your child goes to cathedral. When you go to the school, what do you see?
Yeah, basically, I see modernity, and I think that is coming from the background of alumni support. Because, like I said to you, in fact, I think you listened to Miss Masale, who mentioned the fellow that was doing his best in spearheading projects at the Cathedral Catholic High School. So we are a little bit in touch. We are in touch there, and to be honest, what I saw there, the decks that are being produced for the students. It was amazing to know, Mr. Jerome Gilman, that it is standardized. It is standardized. It's not the usual playing real wool or black wool tables and chairs that we've been using in Liberia. It's a different it's a different lifestyle that has been introduced. And I think it is standard to the level that we can compare to the modern world or the developed world. I saw the seats very decent, nice, comfortable. In fact, there is a place to store your books. It's okay, just for the seats that are being prepared for students. So, and to the issue of scholarship, I heard the principal even informing some of the students that those that are giving them scholarship, like Miss Rose Jacques, Miss Hawa Masale, and other brothers and sisters there in the diaspora, that they who are providing scholarship, and I saw that as another means to encourage students to do their best. They who are being afforded that scholarship scheme, their cards, their progress card or their progress report should be given to the financiers beyond the education. And I think it's good that way. It's a good policy, and I want to believe that policy came from the principal herself. Another thing is experience at Cathedral Catholic High School, especially under this principal, the madam there. Students who were involved with subversive activities uh, being pervasive. Uh, they've been expelled from the school so as to create that environment where the other young people who went there just for learning will learn. Young people who were involved with taking in substances that were inimical to learning, especially the issue of consuming drug and creating a narco campus that had been eliminated. And I think it is in collaboration with the Alumni Association there, with the new principal that is heading the school. So there are a lot of things, a lot of progress ongoing there at the Cathedral Catholic High School. Uh,
That's
what
correct.
what I want to encourage our students, uh, when we were in Cagley school 75, in fact, again, yeah, that expulsion. So most of the students will need to take, yes, they will need to take advantage of the opportunity they have now, where they will now go fresh wood from the forest or from the farm. At least they have little comfortable lives. They should commit enough time and discipline to studying their lessons, and not with the tendency of I just won't pass and you pass with 79 as a D student. So we encourage
Mhm.
students who are being accorded these golden opportunities that all young people are striving for, but they can't get, to make use, because the only thing that God used to subdue mankind is time. So when the time is there, we urge you to utilize the time so that those who are giving their support, as in the case of Miss Rose Jacks, Miss Hawa Masali, and the legs, so that they will be proud of you and they will walk the streets of the United States of America with their arms in the air. Back to you, Mr. Gilmore.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
From,
Mr.
from now
Morris.
from now on, I'm going to call you the Reverend Dr. Chunky Morris, inspirational speaker.
It's glad to actually have a cathedral parent on here. It helps
Yes.
a lot because yeah, it shows that we are not just talking, but we are actually,
Doing,
coming
yeah.
from action, and he's actually proving a lot of things going on. And I'm one of those that's fortunate to be in Liberia, and all of those he's talking about, I have been privileged to be in meetings with the principal, the archbishop, the secretariat, and we have discussion on those things, disciplinary actions, and stuff like that. And that's what I bring back to my alumni association, make them encourage, a lot of them, encourage them to give, to want to give back more, to know that there is something that can be done. And just to add real quick, my dear, you asked a question why we should encourage others to give back. Now, and I'm gonna pick on those of us who are at the point where we will say that, oh, my parent pay my school fee in cathedral, so I do not have to give back. I'm gonna say that I am one of those who was raised by my mother as a single parent, but she paid my school fee from day one when I entered cathedral until I graduated. And here I am. I was never a recipient of a scholarship, but being that I'm able to, put myself in the shoes of those students, what if it was me at this time, right? I would have appreciated, I would have needed what the Alumni Association is doing. Uh, um, so I took on this to be able to be a part of this effort, to put my $25 in, to put my $100 in, my $1,000 in, even my transport I used to go to Liberia, I provided myself. So that is the passion that I'm asking all of us to have. You don't have to go to Liberia like I do. You don't have to put in $1,000, $2,000. But just by you coming on this show today to kind of show your support, that is great. By you coming to our alumni association convention, that is support. If you can make it into any of these, you even give like $10, $25, $5,000. By the way, your money that you pay is tax deductible in the U.S. Thank you.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I told you about the Bassa High School when we are having our alumni association, when we're having our convention. 1926, the school went from Heiser Academy to an official name change from Heiser Academy to Bassa High School. So for the change of that name in 1926, we just celebrated our 100th anniversary, centennial this year.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So I'm saying this to say the Alumni Association is a lifeline to the school. When you leave and you go back home, you want to go to your school and you want to see the school functioning. Cathedral has done an excellent job. And I think they deserve our support. You need to go Providence, Rhode Island, August 7th through the 9th. Nobody, in fact, I'm going to declare it a national holiday.
Thank you.
There you go.
No, don't go to work. Or don't go to work. Don't go to work. You have to go to the cathedral thing. You want to see the cats. You're going to see some of the best dressed women, some of the top-notch dressed guys. They're going to be there 2 days, 3 days in a row. And you guess what? I heard they have some of the best barbecue over there. We're going to come eat.
We do.
Going to come and eat.
Yeah.
But listen, one of the things we want to do is, guys, when you come to these events, the little $50 they are asking you for, remember, they're taking your food money from there. They're taking the building, the building,
The drinks.
the facility fee, the drink, the DJ, everything. By the time they take everything over that $50 you're donating, only maybe $5 going back to them. And what can we do with $5? So yes, it makes sense. And I'm telling Liberian organizations, you got to label these things so the folks can see that giving $50 to Cathedral is nothing. Basically, you are giving only $5. So yes, if you can go beyond that, do more. If you can buy 2 desks, you can buy 1 desk. If you can buy 1 fan, whatever you can do. And guess what? I want to know. I know you didn't tell me to say this, but I'm saying it. This thing is a Cathedral Alumni Association. Don't be sitting in Liberia. We're not talking to you. No. You too got to pay. You get government job. You work with metal, steel, Port Authority, wherever you are. As long as you don't have to even be a graduate. And alumni mean you went to the school.
Thank you. That is so true.
You don't have to graduate. Once you went to the school, you are responsible for the contribution to the school. So, Ms. Jacques, talk to us if you were in Liberia now and you wanted to, what would be the best part of Cathedral? What was your favorite place in Cathedral?
I actually had a class in the science lab. Back in the day when I was there, we had a beautiful science lab. We were one of the first schools to have a beautiful science lab. So I actually enjoy sitting in our lab. Even though science is not my area, but maybe I was just impressed with the lab. And so one of my favorite times in school, then having the opportunity to have a class, a semester in our lab was a good time.
Wow. Excellent. You see, for someone like Morris and myself, our best spot at the school would be the cafeteria, right, Junkies?
Oh, the cafeteria.
everybody lady that divided, I gave the food. That's my best spot right there.
Yeah. That's the strategic point to be in.
That's it. That's right.
Yeah. We took our lunch to school, so even though
You see, Johnny, you see the difference between me and
You
them?
see the
You see, they took their lunch to school, and Julia Donkey Castle, you fall in our group because I saw you bringing your lunch every morning.
and you know, Mr. Gamer, unfortunately, I am from St. Francis Catholic High School, way there in Plebo, Maryland County.
Uh-huh.
So we had to walk from the plantation all the way to Plebo City itself to carry mission to school. So they had the opportunity to take their lunch along with them, with 5 vehicles, taking them to school. So at least the leverage was there.
That's good. Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor, share the show. We are having fun. This is family time, okay? It's not politics all the time, tearing each other down. We are here to build up our society, and we can only do that through education, especially our girls. Let's talk about our women. Let's talk about the girls at Cathedral. Why is so important? Because Liberia been one of the only countries in our entire place that have put premium on women education. Talk to me about how girls are being educated at Cathedral.
That's my passion. My dissertation is on young women aged 18 and over in Liberia. It's something I care about because once upon a time used to be one of those young women that age, and the struggle that women go through in Liberia. It's not the same. What women go through in Liberia and what men go through is different. We are stereotyped at times, and so supporting the young women in Liberia is it's a passion for me because when I interview women, when I was writing my paper and I interviewed young girls in Liberia and the stories, I am looking forward to, one day going back and contributing because things has not changed. It got better, but not changed. And so I'm sure the young men also goes through similar things, but they don't talk about it because that's the society we live in. But the women sometimes would talk, but they don't say as much as they should, but they let it out every now and then, bits and pieces. So supporting our young women is a passion, and hopefully one day a bunch of us, I'm going to put a group together to try to do something else to support our women. And I'm sure I'm not excluding the young men, because I'm sure there are some young men that go through similar things, but, maybe encouraging the young women, because the women, most time they get pregnant, they have to drop out of school. Some of them are strong enough to come back after having a baby. Some done, and that's the end. But most time, based on their family, they are encouraged to come back and finish school, And so the guys don't have that. Don't go through what women go through with pregnancy and sexual harassment and all that stuff. So hopefully there are some of us, Mapu, I hope you're listening, that some of us will be able to help these young girls. I know Mapu was Minister Agenda at one time, and her passion is still there, so we can do something for the young women in Liberia.
Yes, for JD, I told her when they made her superintendent, why it was good. She went home. Her passion, from what I understand, has always been with girls, with young folk, especially underprivileged women. Every time the girls came from underprivileged areas, came from the interior and all stuff like that, Julia Duncan would take them under her arm, whether it is hygiene or stress, and she did all of that for those young folks. And there's a whole cadre of young women that grew up during her time there. that remember her for that. So when she became gender minister, I was one of the first to jump for joy because I thought she could have done more in that area. Either way, both of those positions were good, but I think our country was blessed with having somebody of that passion to hold that position. Junkies, when they come back, we'll be talking about the school colors. What it symbolizes? What are the colors for cathedral? That's for junkies. If you want this.
Yes. You get to me?
Yes. Let's talk about the school colors. I know you didn't go to cathedral, but your children or your child go there. What are the colors? I know Bassa High School is royal blue, navy blue. What are the colors?
Any Catholic school you go to in Liberia is the same color.
What is it? Green? Khaki and green.
Khaki and white. Usually it used to be for the senior high. Okay. But now I think the junior high also wearing the khaki and white. So the elementary is now using green and white.
Okay. Okay. So since you came from the Catholic background, talk to me what do colors symbolize? What is the symbolism for green and white, khaki and white? Why they chose those colors?
I gave it a hell of a bit.
you see, went to this school, you know the history.
You got in school, so you got to tell me what the colors stand for.
That's right. Well, you know, anyway, yes. You are proud to wear your Catholic school uniform. Like you said, my brother went to St. Peter Clever School from first grade all the way to 12th grade, right? So he's a big Catholic man, and at the time, I can remember them using the green and white, and then later on the khaki and white. So yes, I understand that, but it is good. You are a Catholic educator. Tell me what's the advantage of a Catholic education?
You said the advantage of Catholic education?
Yes.
The advantage is simple in my mind.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Going to Catholic school allows you good manners.
Okay.
Because of Catholic school intertwine her education with religious teachings, religious guardians, moral rectitude, uprightness, and becoming responsible citizens and God-fearing people. So the Catholic school has so much embedded in its learning process. So I want to believe, in fact, when we were in Catholic school and it's still ongoing, Fridays are for mass, and it is done to continuously remind you of where the education you are achieving is coming from. So we usually go for Friday mass, even if you are a Muslim and you are in a Catholic school, you will be forced to go for that mass because that's the modus operandi of the Catholic organization. So going to a Catholic school has so much ingredient, and that's the simple one that I will take out, and that is good manners.
Excellent. Catholic school, according to Morris here, Morris is biased now, but he went to Catholic school. So he said they instill discipline, they instill etiquette, they instill uprightness. So if you went to those that went to government school, Junkie is saying we're not disciplined, we're not upright,
No,
I don't think he was saying that.
No. Just a joke. But I have to say this. I have to concur with him. When you come from the Catholic school background, there's something about that education system that what you learn in Plymouth will be the same thing you learn in Monrovia, will be the same thing you learn in Grand Bassa, is the same thing you learn in New Jersey. So they have that interconnectedness, and you can't beat it out of that. It is just you gotta give it to them. Look, the guys that go to St. Patrick's, you can tell when you see them doing when we had St. Patrick's. When you see the kids from Cathedral, everywhere you go, you see
I give you anything.
somebody got a hot mic. So
I just think, can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, because your volume went down. I don't know what's going on. I just think Christian school. So Catholic school fall in Christian school. The Christian school based in Africa, I don't want to compare it here, encourages respect, compassion, and so because of that, we who went to Christian schools, we were responsible. I'm not saying that people who did not go to Christian school were not, but we were taught that in school.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in this country, when we send our kids to private school versus public school based on your zip code.
Mm-hmm.
If your zip code is 90, it depends on your zip code. If you live in the high rise zip code, your kids, even though they went to public school, but the public school it's not really public school because of the people that go to that school. And so if you're here in the States and you live in a zip code that is where kids struggle, you don't have that, your parents, so you get training in private school, you get training at home, you go to school, you get the same training. In some public school, you get training at home and the teachers don't care. So you come to school and there's no discipline, and so that could be the difference.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 30 minutes to have Freedom FM here with us. If you are from Cathedral and you want to join the conversation, the line is open. You can call for the next 30 minutes. Will be if you're from Catholic school, you're from Cathedral, you're from St. Patrick, wherever you are from, and you want to support the cats. You got 30 minutes to call so we can kind of chit chat, tell us some of the good times. Let's reminisce about your time at Cathedral. Let's have a great time. And let us continue to promote this event on our social media pages, chat rooms. Personally, do the best you can to make it bigger. It's going to be on the East Coast. So people in Providence, you're going to have a great time on the 7th and the 8th. Actually, and the 9th too.
And the 9th.
And the 9th, you can go to the barbecue and still have a lot of good time. But Saturday is the main event where we're going to be doing some fundraiser for the great work they are doing. They are renovating the entire school. Somebody's line is...
And ticket for Saturday, if you're not buying a package, just $100 for the ball on Saturday night.
Okay. Saturday...
Ms. Rose, Jacques,
Yeah,
you are coming in fin.
Yeah, I think you can you go out and come back in? Okay. So guys, this is what we're doing. They're trying to renovate the entire school. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to renovate the entire school to make it comfortable for those kids. So yes, they will need a lot of money. We want to have fun too, but yes, we need your help, your money. Ms. Jacques said that her best place when she was growing up and going to Cathedral was the science lab. So those of you who are into the sciences, maybe you guys could get together and sponsor that lab and say, you know what? That lab made me to be who I am. So I'm going to make sure that lab, beyond my contribution, I'm going to do the best I can to that. That lab is well situated. It is clean. It is nice. It is new. It is equipped with the modern equipment. So when the kids go to talk about biology, they can go there and see specimens. Yes. Ms. Masale, tell me what was the best part of the Cathedral for you?
Well, fortunately, the science lab as well was one of the best part. And you know how I turned out. I'm a science student, did
That's right.
nursing and
That's
did
right.
MD. So yes, that was the best. And I also happened to have had my 11th grade class in a science lab at the time we're using it for a classroom session. So
There you
yes, science has always been a thing for me. And you made a very striking point that probably would have been leading to next. You mentioned sponsoring, like science students could maybe come together, sponsor the science lab. That's one of the things we have encouraged our members and anybody to feel open to do. We have what is called Adopt a Class initiative, where maybe a graduating class can come and say, you know what, we will sponsor this classroom. We will, take on everything that has to do what a chair costs, what a table costs, what a painting costs, and all of that. We will take on that. And then another group or two may come and say, you know what, a science lab, leave it for us. We're going to sponsor that. We're going to, bring up the finances. So all of that is worked through the Education Foundation that we mentioned earlier. Up to date, we have had class of 1991 to 93. It's called a Sapien class. They have already adopted a class to their name, and that class will be named after the Sapiens. And we also have the Falcons that have adopted a class up to date. That's class of 94, 95. That's also the class which our brother, Mr. Clarence Stewart, the late Clarence Stewart, was a member of. So far it's going on well. So we encourage everybody else to come on and support any way you can. So yeah, thank you.
good. Do you guys have a playground? Where did you guys go for recess?
Currently, we do not, and that's one of the things that we have been having conversations with the secretariats and archdiocese about. As you know, our school is a very small school. I guess back then the thought was the plan was not to do that. So no, we do not have a playground, and yeah, that's been one of the things that's been in conversation after we have had some conducive environment for our students. And eventually we'll get some pictures. I didn't think about it to send Peabody a picture earlier for at least you to be able to show, but hopefully we'll be able to send some pictures of what our school was before and after the renovation project.
Well, when you go, don't hesitate to send it. We will still show it when you
Okay.
leave, so we can show. But I can't believe that school of that magnitude. You guys, where did you didn't do PE?
We did PE. We have a court where we do our devotion and we did everything there pretty much.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if they have the land, if the space is there, maybe it's time for you guys to do. If you play on the basketball team or the soccer team, and y'all get together and do something for. Well, maybe they don't have the space actually, but if they did have the space, it would be great that you guys do something for the young folks to have a recess somewhere where they can run around and do PE other than just on the same basketball court and stuff. But talk to us. We got about 20 more minutes here in this segment. Uh,
Yes.
who are the chairs? Who's heading which department? Who's in charge of everything else on the East Coast that would make us come and have a great time? Who are those who are in charge? What is it they're doing for us, preparing for us to be there?
Well, we have Mr. Anthony Fanon, who is
Okay.
actually the president of that chapter. We
Okay.
have currently 8 chapters, and every year a chapter puts his or her a bid up to lead the convention to host for that year. So this year, Mr. Anthony Fanon chapter, New England chapter, agreed to take on that bid. So this is where we are. We've been planning since last year up to now. So far, it's coming out really great. We have Madame Jacques' sister. Her name is Louise Lama Richardson. Mrs. Richardson is vice to Anthony Fano, and we have second Bidel Bernard. She is also on that team. We have Madam Joanne Goodrich Williams, who is on that team as well. Then our brother Nathan Nangbe Latrobe, he is on that team. Enki Morris Yensio is on that team. Mr. Moses Segbe and Janetta Hudson, including Madam Jacques herself. So that's our team that's driving this force, and they are backed by my team, the national leadership. My national leadership, I have my executive VP, Himian Jones. My second VP is Madam Joetta Fogba, and I have secretary currently is Amma Hirschfeld. We have our financial secretary, Madam Rose D. Jones, and our treasurer, Ama Lasana Kamara. And we are all from different chapters, by the way. Then we have our chaplain, Reverend Andrea Afolabi Jala. Then our education foundation is headed by Reverend Clifford Hook. Clifford is of the class of 1984, and he has been serving on the foundation for as long as the 80s. So he is now the chair for that foundation, and the late Clarence Twell worked directly under him as lead on the renovation project.
Excellent, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, Cathedral Alumni Association, Ms. Rose Lima Jacques is here. She is the host, the chairperson, a representative for that chapter.
That's
And Ms.
right.
Hawa Masaleh, the national president. This is no joke. This is the big boss here. She is
That's
the
right.
overall president of the Cathedral Alumni Association in the Americas. They are doing some great work there. And I was just asking for the leaders because when we come in, and our pan butter, it tastes right. The pepper in there. All our boys from Kipama, they left pepper in there.
You can trust Anki Morris. She
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. Junkie is from Kipama. He know they let a pepper in Pama. If that pepper in right, we know who to come for now. Junkies, we have to go after them.
And
And
Mr. Gideon,
Yes.
by the way, sorry, Mr. Morris. By the way, we are honoring our basketball legend at this convention.
Okay.
Our basketball legend. I mean, you can name it. We have person like Richard Rennie. We call him Ricky. We have Edward Hutchins. We have, I mean, just name it. We have a lot of them. Some of them I don't even know the names of her. My senior Angeline Tour. She is Manakori by now, but we still call her Angeline Tour for some reason. So forgive me, Mr. Curry. We have Madam Toyota Gibson. I mean, Joy Sacco, those were our superstars those days. So we are honoring our basketball legend amongst other honorees at this convention. So please come and support.
Well, Theola Gibson, today, me and you, we make it no flower. Today is your day. No flower, no flower.
That's right.
Theola Gibson today.
That's my senior right there.
Okay, we're celebrating Theola Gibson and the great job you guys are doing. We are hosting.
Yeah, they started this thing and we are continuing it. So we
That's
give kudos
correct.
to them that came before us.
Excellent. And we have the Cathedral Student Association, Alumni Association. And the topics today, actually, their theme is Uniting the Alumni Association, Building Capacity and the Legacy. You see, she talked about Theola Gibson. They started this thing, and then they came and picked it up, and the next generation is going to continue. So they are doing that.
Wow.
They are focusing on the past, the present, and building a strong foundation for the future.
Right.
And then finally, they are calling on all the alumni or the alumnus of Cathedral to come help so we can do this through education and mentorship. Everybody has, when I was coaching Little League basketball here, there's a team that out of the Miami area, And their theme has always been is a each one teach one. It was a mentorship program. So everybody was responsible to select a kid. If you can do two. But each one teach one. That's it. That was their motto, and they were so powerful. And they are still they're one of the biggest AAU basketball team in Miami. I'm in the South Florida area. So this is what they are talking about. It's all about mentorship. How can you use your experience to help the younger folks realize their potential? Do you have a telephone number that we can call if you wanted, if they need more information? I know I'm looking at your flyer, it's not on the flyer. So I was wondering.
Yes, we do. It should be on the flyer actually, but I will give you a telephone number of the flyer.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a telephone number of the flyer that I'm gonna give you right now.
Because I'm looking at the flyer, the only number here is our number, but not your number. So,
okay, that flyer, yes, that's right. So we have 508
okay,
32.
1 minute. Junkies,
Yes.
please post this number for our Cathedral family. Read it out to her, please. Let me see.
508
Is that plus? That's +1, right?
+1.
Yeah, if you are in Liberia, okay, +1. What is it?
That's correct.
508 308.
Area code is 508
Okay,
320.
The area code is 508
508.
Plus 1 3.
That's correct.
308.
No, 320. Area code plus. I'm gonna start over.
Okay.
Yeah,
+1 508.
Plus 1
508.
508.
That's correct.
Uh-huh.
Then 320.
320.
320.
Correct. Then 2719.
2319.
2719.
719.
2719. That's correct.
Yeah, plus 1 508
320.
3202 719.
719. That's
Yes.
correct.
Can you post it in our can you post it here so we can read it out to our folks?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it possible to put it on the big screen?
Okay. Yeah, it's already there.
It's already okay, it's screwing. Okay, good.
And you
So
know
let-
what?
Uh-huh.
You challenged us earlier to sing our school ode. We were just waiting for other cathedral folks to come on so they can help us sing it. So maybe they want to help us to sing just half of it.
Yes.
Just
see
half
how
of it.
you see how I let her give pop quizzes and they done passed the quiz already. She says she's not going to leave this show until they sing the Cathedral Ode.
That's correct.
When those sisters home you have to learn the ode, man, they have to drill it in your head. So you wherever you go, you will know it. The Cathedral Ode, she's going to say it. And those who are listening from Cathedral, when she missed it, you got to let me know. So she missed one stanza. So we're going to sing, like she said, the first part, the first stanza.
Yeah,
So
yeah, half of it, okay?
That's right.
Yes. So y'all ready? I'm going to sing.
Listen, she's not singing for nothing. She's singing for money, so you got to support.
That's right.
This is not no joke. So she take it. Do you know why it is to sing on national TV? Everybody looking at you, they hoping you miss it, so they can laugh at you.
I know. So Tiola, you ready to join me? 1, 2, go. There's a school we know filled with boys and girls, to God's glory ever be. It's the same old school that will faithful be, and to whom our praises ring. Cathedral School, Cathedral School, may the word you build be your peace may grow and grow. Let the world see what we know. That's a short version. The short version.
Brilliant.
You see why they made her president? She can represent in the classroom. She can represent
Yes.
and she can
all over.
the school
That's
old.
right. Well
Listen,
rounded.
this is awesome. Thank you very much, man.
Mr. Victor Namwe is in the back.
Oh, Lord, you're bringing another Catholic man. Bring him on. Okay.
And Mr. Clement, if you observe, most Catholics are from the southeastern part of Liberia,
Yes.
particularly in Liberia. Most of us that are Catholic, we are from the southeast.
That's
The
correct.
Catholic, the southeast people, we just dominate the people denomination.
I see.
Yes.
When you go up north, you see the Lutheran people up there, but the Catholic folk, when you talk about the Southeast, that's correct. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, for you to remember, how many of you can remember your school old? These people came over here, and
I can try with my own. Let me try with my own.
Okay.
Maybe I don't want to short one because
that's too small.
I can rely on the time now to skip the process. So
Okay.
we get this small.
Okay, and what school
By
is
the
that?
way, Mr. Morris,
St. Francis,
you be careful
St. Francis Catholic High School.
because Sister Mary Lauren Brown is listening to you. You know that her school there.
Ah, okay. We are talking.
First champion. Mr. Kevin, listen to that.
I'm listening.
No, I'll stop there.
Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot remember your school old, don't come here because today the cats from Cathedral have put everybody to shame. They sang their school old without doing it off key, like Junkie just did. Junkie was trying to do the St. Francis old. The St. Francis old. And he started off key, just from the top. Victor Namwe, welcome. I know you went to St. Francis also.
Actually, no. But it's good to be with you.
Tell me what Catholic school you went to, man.
I went to St. Michael's School.
Good. Okay, you come and sing. You come and sing the school old. You gotta sing St.
Michael's School, and but it's good to see you, Miss Jax.
Jack, no S.
Oh, Miss Jack. Okay, all right. And Ms. Marcelli, is that a doctor? I believe you said MD when I was in the back. Did I hear you right?
No, MD to B.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Next time you see her, it will be Dr. Marcelli.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I like my science people. So
well, it's actually Dr. Masale, but I am just not licensed to practice.
You are a doctor, my girl. You are a doctor, and for the way you sang that song, you are a doctor for real.
Yeah.
The way you sang your school old, you are a doctor. Go ahead, Victor. You're on a school old. Go ahead.
So thank you for all the good things that you talked about.
No. I didn't sing your school old.
Okay, yeah, I'm coming to it. But let me ask you, why did you say Basel High School? Oh, let's hear it.
I forgot.
Julia
Donkey is what? Julia Donkey is what? I want to try, but Julia Donkey is watching, and she's gonna chew me up because she said you missed the first stanza. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that John P. Bear. They just say
Julia is always watching. So
yeah, they say John P. Bear sing it like brother Angela. He said enjoy. Starting with the chorus. I don't want to start with the chorus. But yes, Victor, we got some great folks here from Cathedral. They're having their convention in Rhode Island on August the 7th through the 9th.
Okay.
And they have a splendid program. We went through it already. Hopefully, if you're in the area, you can support them.
Well, yeah, thank you very much again. Like I said earlier, for what you do. I think it's all about giving back. Those of us who have been fortunate enough to benefit from these institutions, I think we should do the best we can to give back. So I want to commend you for that. I belong to the William V. Studman High School Alumni Association. We do that too, but we haven't given back enough. I have to admit. I think this school deserves a lot more from us than it is getting yet. But I commend you. I hope your convention, is successful. I believe you must have spoken about the project that you intend to undertake. Am I right?
Yes, they renovated the entire school.
Okay. And you call yourself what? Friskies, I believe?
No cats.
Oh, the cats.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay.
Frisky, that's their sister school. That's
okay. Yes, okay.
You're gonna get in trouble.
Let me ask you this, because the one thing that brought me on. Did you ever beat Tottenham High School in the barracks with the ice right?
Right. No, nobody can beat Tottenham High School in Monroe. Only us can beat you guys, but nobody else.
But it's good to be with you guys.
We actually beat Tottenham High School in kickball.
Oh, there you go to be the kicker behind. Did you hear what she said? Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. So I will listen in again. I don't want to come late to church, like you say, and then try to raise the sound. So let me listen in a little bit more and listen to what you're trying to do. But congratulations, like I said, and I want to wish you all the best. During the we announced their fundraising number or something.
Yeah, we did that already. That like you say, coming to church late, but it's all right.
Okay.
I ran into the cat nutrition company. Name is Friskies. Oh, okay. So they're all tied in together. Miss Rose Jack, our time. We got 6 more minutes here. Your final comment and your parting comment for us.
Want to thank you for the opportunity to share our convention to the world. We are encouraging people to come. If you need, we have the number you can call, and we will appreciate everyone show up. You don't have to go to Cathedral School to support Cathedral School. Come, you meet some of us, have fun. We are very friendly people. So even if you didn't go to Cathedral and you show up, you're going to have a ball. So show up, have fun, and we're looking forward to seeing you all on August 7th.
Don't come September.
And if you're there before August 7th, call. I'll be in Rhode Island and we can hang out.
Great. The number to call is 508.
Thank you.
320-2719. If you need information on the event that is scheduled from August 7th through the 9th, the telephone number there is 508-320-2719. Once more, 508-320-2719. That is the number to get information about the Cathedral Alumni Association Convention being held August the 7th through the 9th in Providence, Rhode Island. Come out, support the team, support the families, support another Liberian doing some great things, renovating an entire school.
Yes, Jack, I understand you are the host chapter. Are you yourself a resident of Providence?
Yeah, but she just transitioned to California, but she still holds her membership in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, I have family up there. I wanted to ask her if she knew my family, but
most likely she does. She spent a lot of time with me in Providence, California.
Yeah, but she's struggling right now with the setup.
Yeah, they're having problem with their devices. But junkies, you got 3 more minutes here to be with us, so you won't talk politics today. I know you are disappointed, but it's all right.
Well, Junkie is taking a break. Junkie is taking a break from politics.
No, he did already.
Why are you saying, Honorable Nangwe? Because the time it had already exhausted, so that's why he's saying that.
Okay.
But some of the things that you will be missing is the Front Page Africa story about the classified document that was released to the executive when the president was briefed about Liberia being on now basically the cartel had basically taken over the country. And the intelligence was shared with the president. And their concern is how then the executive is behaving as though they knew nothing about cartels being in the country and taking over the place. We got too many, so I'll go to junkies. Junkies, you got to take a stab at this. This is being carried in Front Page Africa today, sir.
The government, in my mind, is playing some risky deal out here, and I want you guys to be informed as to what's happening on the ground. A few hours ago, before my appearance on this platform, one young man was arrested. One Fode Massacre was arrested for remarks he made on the radio. So what is happening in Liberia now? The ground is tense, and I want to say to you guys, we are not afraid. But with the time we leave from work home, it's very risky. You guys will need to keep us in prayer because the manhandling I saw being carried out against that young man who just spoke his mind, that could be handled as a civil matter, I think is dangerous, is threatening democratically. So in line with that,
Morris, give me 1 minute. Let the Honorable Howard Masale close so they can leave before going to our politics because they are non-profit people.
Sure.
Thank you.
Howard, Rose have closed your parting comment, your closing remark.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. And thank you all for having having us on here. I don't know whether Peabody made it on here yet, but he actually helped make this possible. And the two brothers, Brother Jerome and Brother Morris, we can't be any grateful to you guys. We say hi to your other fellow Tamale and the others that are not on today. You always open your doors to Cathedral Square Alumni Association, so we will always remember you as well. And on my party, I want to say rest in perfect peace to our Cathedral alumni who have departed this year. That's Mrs. Christine McBorough O'Kine, that's Mr. Clarence Stewart Sr., and that's Mr. Nicholas Andrews. He actually just passed away this weekend. So we just want to say, may their soul rest in perfect peace. That along with every other departed. Thank you so much again for allowing us.
Thank you, Ms. Rose, Ms. Howard. We thank you very much. Please come back again. We look forward to see you. Now you can turn off officially so we can go into our politics.
Thank you.
So it don't smear on you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have
Thank
a
you.
blessed day.
Okay. Yes, Junkies, now you can go ahead.
Yeah, and so that's the tension that's on ground now. The government is very much aggressive in terms of getting to people who are loud on this issue of having the drug situation being investigated. The young man is anticipated to be part of Friday's protest that's organized by STAN, headed by Morba K. Molu, and he's Fode N. Massacre. He is the CDC COP chairperson. And he had been arrested based on an arrest warrant from the court that he insinuated falsehood against the name of the port managing director, Mr. Sekou Dukle. And the case is ongoing. I think tomorrow, before, wow, Who's there? Mr. Clement, kindly mute Miss Hawa Masalo.
Yeah, Miss Howard, can you sign off? Oh, she's.
Moyen can mute her.
Yeah, Maya, can you get her off, please? Maya. Let me call him. Oh, she's speeding, huh? Hey. Yeah. Yeah, but go ahead. Why he doing that? Miss Masale? Okay, go ahead, junkies.
Yeah, and so that's why unfolding here. The young man was being arrested and carried to the battery factory police depot. And his arrest was predicated upon a warrant, a writ issued by the court. So, Miss Masale.
Yes, just continue. She will hear you.
So this is what's happening. This issue that has to do with the drug situation. People are being arrested. Why those are involved with sending drug to Liberia, harnessing the drug, exporting it, are yet to be identified, and investigation is yet to be launched into the full situation as to how this drug entered Liberia and where it was headed and who brought it in. The young people who are expressing based on the Table Mountain Declaration that saw the Abdullah Kamara Act being enacted into law, is being derailed, is being flouted by the government. Young people who try to voice out on the issue of the drug situation are being arrested and being sent to court to be jailed subsequently. So this is what happened in the country. And since we don't have time, hopefully we will expand tomorrow on that extensively.
Okay, do you think they're trying to keep him to make sure he doesn't participate in the demonstration on Friday?
In terms of the show of force, honor security management, I think that is the right reason why he's being arrested, so as to detain him and delay him, and he does not form part of the anticipated much talk about July 17 protest to be staged on day after tomorrow. So it is a scare tactic to hold him so that attention will be diverted to the courts instead of people taking the streets to protest for their right. So the government now is rough and aggressive. So I'm just informing you guys, just in case you hear that junkies disappears, so that you will quickly signal wherever you should signal to make sure that I'm alive, because the country is dangerous now and I leave from here going to 12 o'clock. So it is what happening now. In broad light, the young man was arrested, paraded through the streets, or all the way to the police depot, an activist, armless person. In fact, he was ahead of them, walking peaceably, but they decided to still handcuff him. And in my mind, under force continua, you don't do that. In policing, the man had already surrendered and submitted. Why will you want to stay handcuff him when he's willing to walk with you to wherever station or authority you are carrying him to. So these are the things that are happening. Government is showing force to scare people away, to intimidate people, and to disallow young people's participation in these kinds of processes that has to do with anti-drug demonstration or protestation.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the hardest thing to do, freedom and truth, speech is like water, it cannot be contained. Even if you put it in bottle, after a while, you talk to the chemist here, there will be condensation. And you will see, even though the bottle is not open, but you will see water coming from on the side of the bottle, from the bottle itself. That's how truth is. So, on my end, let me see where my end is. Yeah, but while Maya is working on that, yes, Maurice, thank you very much. When you get home, you got our number here. Make sure you call. Let us know that you have made it home. How long will it take you to get home, Mr. Morris?
Okay, Mr. Gateman. So it was nice having all of us here, informing our people, and those folks from the Cathedral Alumni Association. It was good having them. Liberians, this is the closing argument, and we are here on Freedom FM 87.9. And I want to say bye-bye on the May week's edition of the program, The Closing Argument. Good night to you, Honorable John Kenne, and Honorable Dave Fernando, and all of our folks out there. Good night.
Good night, and let us know when you get home.
Okay, I will do my best.
Thank you.
Equal justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having some technical difficulties going around, but Victor Lambis is also having some issues. There you go. Woo! Say Gongonu say July 17 protest is dead upon arrival. The government going to make sure it doesn't happen. How can a rational being say something like that? That the government is not going to allow the protest to continue? It is dead on arrival, he says. So this is all about the protest. It is all about the protest. For our workers that are on the ground, we understand that it is late getting home. It is, 11 o'clock there? Yes, 11 in Liberia. We're going to make sure by 12 midnight, you should be on your way home. We are not pro-government. We are not anti-government. We read the news. We reference the news. We quote our sources. We identify our newspapers, trending issues. We do not discuss they say or hearsay. If it made the headlines in Liberia, we will discuss it. We will discuss the news. Whatever is affecting our people will be discussed fully and continuously. And as long as the Liberian people have an interest, it will be discussed. If there's news and you are hoping that it will be discussed, 2 weeks later, it will be dead, not on this platform. We will discuss it as long as there's interest in the story. Everybody wants to know, where is this drug coming from? Who are those that brought the drugs into the country? How did the drug enter the country? Which board or point were used to bring the drug into the country? These are cardinal questions for inquiry minds, so the government can arrest, can beat people. My own friend said Ganganu is saying the protest is dead on arrival. The government will make sure that it doesn't succeed. So how do they do that? They arrest the organizers, the PR people, the activists, put them all in jail until the day passes. And somebody hopefully said Gangunu is in the United States and sitting in the Free Republic and supporting a dogmatic administration or a draconian, unconstitutional issue. This is what we are talking about. Mr. Nambi, we are talking about one thing that is not going away is the drug issue. We are not going to allow it to die until those questions are answered. Secondly, that baby that was adopted from the General Hospital in Grand Bassa County, a 16-year-old mother that gave birth, and upon giving birth, the baby disappeared. And the government, the security, the nurses, nobody knows where the baby, who took the baby out of the hospital. We are not going to allow those two stories to die down. According to Front Page Africa, according to Rodney C., a dossier of classified information was given to the president about the cartels and all information he needed to know. And today, everybody is acting as though this is a surprise, a shock. Honorable Number, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I totally missed that baby story. I'm just hearing it from you for the first time. I think that is quite heartbreaking. If you know, I hope they find that baby. You know, the mother. You know, at least 9 months prior to that, all the situations she may have gone through, and with all the expectation, not to have a baby to show for all of that, and just the whole idea of being disconnected from that's gut-wrenching. So I hope I hope every effort is exerted to find that baby, and I hope somehow they'll keep us posted, so that we'll know what's happening.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, let me read this real quick. It says confidential. This is Front Page Africa, July 15, written by Rodney C. It said a confidential intelligence report submitted to President Joseph Yuma Boyka 2025, obtained by Front Page Africa, uncovered deep drug cartel infiltration. Warned Liberia risks becoming a narco state. That's the headline. As Liberia grapples with the fallout from the ongoing investigation into the seizure of the cocaine value of $19 million, Front Page Africa has obtained a confidential intelligence report submitted to President Joseph Yuma Boyka in 2025, warning that the country was on a dangerous path toward becoming a narco state. This is the Howard evidence here. Is a long article, but this is shocking. They have a copy of the report here, and everybody can read it. The report says confidential presidential briefing report. And the subject, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency integrity crisis and a rising narco state threat. Prepare for His Excellency Joseph Boyka Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia, the author, Confidential Intelligence Cell, LDEA. Date, September 19, 2025, when it was presented to the president. Chief, this is serious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, quite honestly, Jerome, what else it is that we need to say or do, to register the seriousness of this matter to this government. I was shocked when Rodney Steele reported that the president was briefed on this matter as far back as September of 2025, right? And to corroborate that, A.B. Kroman, who is one of those people being accused in this report, he's aware of the existence of this report. He knows about it. He admitted as much on the Spoon Network yesterday. I listened to a part of the interview. He called him a couple of times. So for the executive mansion to not come out and deny the existence of this report, that's bull. Nonsense. And the president just recently appointed this very A.B. Kroman, who is in the middle of all of this. I'm sure you've seen the graphics of the report that Rodney has been putting out there. A.B. Kroman is somewhere smack in the middle there with all the other connecting dots. And the president just appointed him to head the presidential, whatever it is, property protection or something like that. You understand me? I mean, what could be the ultimate slap in the face of the Liberian people? So the president is really he's beginning to raise eyebrows as to his him not having knowledge of all of this that's going on. I think we need to begin to tell ourselves that this president, our president, who is elected, may have very well been compromised. I mean, it's all the signals are beginning to point in that direction. He's had his report. He was warned of this happening. He sat on the report. Several transshipments were made when this report was published. At least including the one June 22nd or May 22nd, and the last one June 8th or so. At least those are the ones we know about so far. I am sure there are several other. Remember the Sahara report? It said over 50 of these kinds of shipments have been made from Liberia, and they want us to sit down here and debate on report being existence or not in existence. Who cares? How about you do the job you were elected to do? How about that? Instead of globetrotting, making an average of 1 or 2 trips per month out of the country, bringing back pretty much nothing to show for it. How about you sit down here for a minute and take your job seriously? How about that? But I got news for us. I got news for the president. The U.S. government went into the Philippines, right? Is it the Philippines? No, I think Grenada, Noriega, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. They were recently in Venezuela, Maduro, right? And we have to be careful. Especially Maduro recently, this narco, state narco terrorism thing, narco state is not a label that the international community, especially the U.S., takes lightly. We're fooling around and playing around with, we're playing yakan with this. I think we'll come and rub all in our faces. This government needs to wake up. I hear all the, government little minions, little black beggars, attacking Ronnie C for doing what Gregory Coleman and others are supposed to be doing, helping us to expose, these greasy hands and greasy deals that they're cutting in this government from the executive mansion straight down. And Ronnie is right. Follow these personnel and follow their appointments. You know where the link is going to lead you. They're talking about a guy who is working for the LDE has no office at RIA, but there is an officer from LDE assigned at the RIA. What is he doing there? They have no office there. What is his job there? They're talking about, decentralizing the ports. You understand me? We can't even manage the free port of Monrovia.
Yeah.
They're looking for other points of entry for these drugs. These greedy people. It's not enough that they are plundering the budget. Every budget that passes, they're padding the budget with so much money that they don't even know what to do with. But that's not enough. It's not enough. They have to go and prostrate themselves to Jose Ledica here in Sierra Leone, to come and grease their hands and compromise our entire state for their greedy pockets. And we're talking about it. They're going to arrest for the massacre. Really? My dear brother Segogano is tapping his nonsense here. If the protest was dead on arrival, why are you arresting for the massacre? You explain that to me. Make it make sense to me. If it has no magnitude, why are you going after the people who are organizing it? You think this is still a joking matter? It's not funny. It is not. So this government, they need to wake up. I think a number of us sat on the last stand, out in the streets. I know the CMC has not taken an official position, but we're considering coming out. We might just join forces with these people and shake this government up. They're too comfortable. They're too comfortable. They think they are untouchable. You are raising facts, not speculation, facts. And they get up and attacking you all over the place. How about you attack the substance of the reporting? Ranesi is just reporting what is available to him. You disprove what he's alleging, then we know you're serious. You can sit over there, lazy self, do no work, people bring a report instead of you. Tell her how you think it's not true. You leave everything, you attacking the man who is connecting the dots. Shame on you, man. Shame on this UP government. Shame on the so-called rescue team. It's a bunch of rascals.
Listen, guys, what are you and say Gongodu? I'm not Gilman. That is not how you spell my name. My name is right there before me. My name is right on the screen. Why are you misspelling my name? I think this is mistaken identity. This is mistaken identity on the part of Sayed Gagadu. I am not Gilman. My name is right here on the screen. Why are you calling me somebody else?
Those are some of the lazy UP operatives. He's looking at your name. He's not even on. Okay, I don't care what you're gonna type. I don't care. Jerome. Look, we come here. We say sometimes we laugh a little bit. Yeah, we make a little bit of fun, but this is some serious stuff we're talking about here. This is dire consequences will result from this. Liberia is a small country. We have the state of Jersey, which is one of the smallest states here. Its population is almost twice that of Liberia.
Oh, yes.
We're a small country. And we're so blessed with resources, we should be developed beyond comprehension. A bunch of lazy people, they know nothing about governance. They clamor. Now they got the job. And they can't figure out the head from the tail. 2 years, 3 years painting in one place, they can't bring any kind of investable partner into the country. And so they got no revenue coming. And so they got to squeeze everywhere to get money. So now they're looking to narcotics.
Wow. It is baffling. We spoke yesterday. I was on the air, and obviously we had inclement weather here, and lightning struck, and we lost power on the block. So I went right off the air without closing. Totally off the everything went blind. But thank God we had about 2 more minutes left, maybe 5 minutes the most, in the show when everything went haywire. But yes, the reason that everybody, Mr. Se Gonganu, the reason these people bring all their resumes, some of these people's resumes were 7 pages long. That alone should have told the president that is a red flag. If you're going to have, if you will need 7 pages to do your resume, that is a red flag. Red flag. I was privileged to have sat on a search committee for the vice president of academic affairs at Florida Atlantic University. And they had about 500 applicants because they used, how they call it, the education, how they call it? It's the education magazine that they use to educate, information about educators. And they posted this job. And this job received about 500 applicants from all around the world. Some of those resumes came in binders. And the vice president for institutional development, who a graduate student, said, you will bring your resume down into categories. He said, all resumes that come in a portfolio or binder, put them in the garbage on that side. That was about 50% of that 500. We were down to 250.
Right.
There is any resume that is about 7 pages long, they belong in the garbage.
There you go.
That cut it down to about 100. Then all of that, now we're talking about substance. Then she says, if they come from any private institution, put them on one side. We will look at, besides the top, like the Catholic universities and the Ivy League, those are different. But when they start telling you about how they call the other universities that are all over the place, Grand Canyon University.
Grand Canyon, yeah, Grand Canyon.
The one that Dara Dillon came to in that place there.
Capella, Strayer.
Yeah. They put that one side.
Well, I tell you this though, and I know you haven't learned it yet, but I know that institutionally, there is something to be said about the makeup of an institution. But at these graduate schools, most of it really depends on you, your capacity to do your research. You understand me? I don't understand the subject matter. I understand the teachers, but they're just supposed to point you in the direction and you go for. You go and search and bring back. So people come from this. Some people come from the best institution, and yet they don't produce much. And then there are others who just go in there and dig their heels in and get the best out, and go to the world. Well, so I know a number of people, for instance, who graduated from Strayer, from Capella. Dr. Christo, I think you know Christo. I think he was one time associated with Strayer. So I know a lot of people graduated from Capella, from Strayer, from Phoenix, all these online, DeVry, all these institutions.
Yeah,
and they do very well.
Well, that's fine. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying, I'm telling you what the instruction were.
Right.
For instance, if you have somebody that graduated from St. Mary's, right, or St. Joseph's, and they come, you know exactly where they're coming from. You know what they're capable of doing because of the institutional development and the reputation. These institutions have been around for hundreds of years. So for you to have been around for 100 years, you got to be doing something right. So those are some of the things that they consider.
Right.
Then they put premium on the state universities. University of Minnesota, University of Florida, University of New Jersey. Those are top state institutions that you look at. But anyway, that's how they did it. And then finally, there was the young man who got the job, the lady that got the job. It came down to two people. I still remember the lady's name. She came from the University of Maryland. And this young man came from Harvard. And both of the resumes were 2 pages long. And obviously, I remember this woman's name. Her name was Jane Matanzo. Both of these people came in with the two finalists, finally came in to do a presentation and all of that. And since we were graduate students, we have done everything, and they were down to the two, so we were not allowed to be there, but we would watch it on the big screen in the cafeteria, and they were doing their presentation. And this kid from Harvard got a master's degree in education, leadership, and all that, and did a lot of work. And he was so pompous. When he left, he shook my hand and said, "I'll see you next fall."
I'll be back here next fall.
Yeah, he said, "I'll be back next fall." And I looked at him, I said, "Have you been selected?" He said, "I will be." So we said, "Okay, great." And this lady from the University of Maryland, she came in and she presented herself. She says, "I have a master's degree, obviously, but with specialty in curriculum development. I've been teaching for 20 years. I've written so many books. I've done this. I've done this. I've served on this." I mean, when she went through her stuff, everybody in Georgia tried the experience. And she had been designing student, how do you call it, student teaching manual. I mean, this one have done it all. And I mean, everybody, when she left, the vice president said, "That is our woman."
I'm your boy. I'm your boy.
Yeah, he's so coming. But I'm saying this to say, this woman came in and said, "I'm from the University of Maryland, PhD, blah, blah, blah." She said, "But my specialty is curriculum development. And I did this, I did this." You look at her resume was just a page and a half.
Right.
But had everything that the university wanted. So all these people that came with it, I mean, there were some of the banners, they had a resume, they had photos of the project they were doing, photograph of a legitimizer. I mean, all kinds of, who is going to do this to other folks? So I'm saying this to say, when the president hires you, hopefully he's not hiring you based on your resume in a binder or who got the biggest binder. Hopefully those who are doing the vetting will look at the substance of your resume. The reason they hire you as a chemistry teacher is to produce students to understand chemistry. I don't think you went there with a resume with a binder and say, "Man, listen, from Liberia, this is what I did." All that means absolutely nothing. Can you teach this subject matter?
Yeah.
And not, when we were growing up in Liberia, the teacher would say, "I gave the test and nobody passed." I'm a tough teacher.
Yeah.
In America here, if you did that, you would be fired. If you were teaching and no student understands what you were teaching and they all fail, it's not on them, it's on you. This is how backward it is in Liberia, our system.
As a matter of fact, your evaluation is based on your ability to, for at least 85% of the students to pass your course. But I beg your pardon. I want to get off topic a little bit, and yes, I had a call coming. I have a call rolling back. I think he wants to make a contribution. Okay. And I know when the guys come in, we'll do it a lot on the drug issue because right now it is the topic and we have to keep talking about it. But let me say this real quickly. There are two things I wanted to talk about quickly. Two things are happening in the legislature right now, and the CMC is trying to highlight these, and we want to bring it to as much light as it is possible. One is this scurrilous attempt that they keep making, to increase the seat in the legislature from 73 to 89, 16 additional seats. The CMC issue is a guidance, an advisory. Now, the political leader is engaging the Supreme Court now to help us interpret what Article 80D says about the creation of thresholds, whose responsibility it is to create additional constituencies, right? That very Article 80 gives the responsibility of creating additional constituencies to the Elections Commission. That is by law. Now, there is a sequence of activities that are supposed to happen. One, after every 10 years, a census is supposed to happen.
Right.
When the census happens, the legislature receives the census. Based on that, they will then set the threshold for a constituency. And then right now, we're still going by the 2005 or 2011 constituency of not more than 55,000 or whatever that is.
20.
Exactly. They will give the Elections Commission the authorization to create additional or to do demarcation to accommodate the increase in the size of the constituencies. The Constitution also imposes a 100 limit. The constituencies in the Republic of Liberia not to exceed 100. The legislature's responsibility is to receive the census and say, okay, Elections Commission, in 2011, the last census that was done in 2022 or whatever, in 2011 reported X number of people, X number of registered voters. We divided that by the existing constituency. So we said 20,000 not to exceed a constituency. But now the new census report is such and such. So now we want to increase that number either to 50,000 or 30,000 or such and such and such. And they pass that to the Elections Commission. The Elections Commission will then go ahead and do the demarcation of the constituency. They might either decide to increase the constituencies required for a seat or create additional seats, but not the legislature. But the legislature has taken upon itself, and they have given this to a committee headed by my friend, Brother Romeo Quio, Tiro. I used to call him right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to call him. But they went behind, their back rooms and came back and decided they need 16 additional seats. So the CMC is cautioning the legislature. And we just want to understand what the Constitution says. And so we have initiated an inquiry in front of the Supreme Court. Let the court come and tell us that and interpret to us what Article 80 says about the census, the threshold, and the creation of additional seats. Whose responsibility it is to do what? So we just want to sound this out. Our people need to take interest in this. We have 73 lawmakers already, and they are proving to be a burden that we can bear. Now they're not happy with what they're bent on adding 16 additional. Imagine that. Right now we're buying what? 45,000 car every 3 years for 73 people. Or 103. Now you go figure. So we want to put that out there. Our people should please take interest in this. This is also a serious matter because it imposes additional strain on the budget. We think it is wiser to increase the number of people required for a district, maintain the same number, and just increase the size. We don't need more lawmakers. Like the statement said, we need better lawmakers. Right now, the 73 we're getting practically nothing for this humongous amount of money we're spending. $51 million, I believe, this year. That's why it's going to them. So that's one. The second thing is this. The legislature has now set up a committee to audit the public accounts of government from 2018.
But not their own.
Not their own. Not exactly. Exactly. And we have said here for months on end, audit this legislature now.
Yeah.
Now they're taking a telescope to the audit everything else around the telescope, but leave us alone. You understand? No, these people, man, like Jerome, and when you talk, then they want to hold you in contempt, and so yeah. So we are saying we understand, we appreciate the call, but they should broaden the call. Charity begins what? At home. So we are calling on the legislature to submit themselves to a full audit, not a system audit. No, we don't want a system audit. We want a full audit of the legislature from 2018 up to present. So I wanted to highlight those two. Thank you for the opportunity. I know when the guys come, we'll talk a lot about the drugs, and we'll continue to sound this warning, even though the drug situation is an existential crisis. But this is also important. We can't take our eyes off the ball. So I wanted to bring that in. So while you're getting started, let me call Roland. I think he wanted to make an input in what we're talking about.
I think the PL, and I'm saying it here, PL, you're doing an excellent job. I think Honorable Musa Ability should write a bill suggesting that we increase the constituency number, the threshold, from 20,000 to 50,000, or from 20,000 to 40,000, double it. That would give them more work, at least.
Yes.
Share the responsibility, right? You are only supervising 20,000 folks. Okay? There's no reason why you can't supervise 50,000 folks. So for you to say that, I think the argument that Honorable Musa Ability should be making, if he relies on the Supreme Court, he himself is a victim of the Supreme Court.
That's true.
Everybody else is a victim of the Supreme Court over and over and over and over. It's the same thing. The Cummins is saying, why are we doing the same thing over? Well, you know what this, I can tell you what the outcome is going to be at the Supreme Court. I think the leader of the CMC, Honorable Musa Ability, should do a bill expanding the threshold from 20 to 50,000. Everything else is going to be moot.
I don't disagree with you, Jerome, but Musa Ability has put out, at least over the past 4 or 5 months, I would say about 6 or 8 different instruments. Mm-hmm. You understand me? Bills proposed. None of these bills is being picked up by this legislature. So I agree with you. You should continue to do that. You shouldn't stop. But notwithstanding, we almost know. But the Supreme Court has at least has come through on a number of occasions of late, and so we are going to first of all exhaust all of the avenues available to us, and then we can move. We can take it to the next level. But we just didn't want to assume that the Supreme Court, because it didn't do well with the Kofa case or so, therefore we will assume that it wouldn't act. That cannot be an argument if we were to go to court that we didn't come because we felt you were not going to act on it. So we want to exhaust all of the avenues available to us before we move on to the next level.
Well, while I agree with you, you are a numbers person, and I keep saying this, and I will say it. Anybody can call me a pessimist, and that's fine, but it's based on facts, it's based on numbers. The executive have said that they will not listen to the Supreme Court because they are separate branches of government. The legislature have said it clearly. The Supreme Court has no say or no sway over them because they are equal branch. This is how these people think. So yes, we can chew gum and walk at the same time, maybe probably run. I think Musa Ability should introduce another instrument, proposing that we expand the threshold from 20 to 50,000. That is an easy sell to me than going, because once we go to the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court rules and the guys say, listen, that's fine, we respect them, but we're not doing it.
But here's the thing, Jerome. Here's what the real problem is, and your argument is not wrong. But here is why even that argument you're making cannot be made. The law is very clear. The Constitution is very clear. Census must be done every 10 years. The last census that the census should have been done was 2022. We missed that window. Now we're 2026. In the middle of this, we cannot do what should have been done in 2022. We have to wait now until the end of the 10-year period. Another census is done, and then we act on that. We cannot act on the 2022 census because that window, which is constitutionally laid down, has closed.
But no, there was a census done 2022.
No, President Weah did not.
Yes.
He should have, but he did not.
He did. I took part of it. I was in Basha when it happened.
2022?
Yes. 2022, a census was done.
I don't know if it, I don't think so, Jerome.
Yes, a census was done in 2022.
Let me double check this real quickly.
Yes, a census was done in 2022. I was part of that census in 2022. I understand it very well. There were some. There was a lot of debate going on in Liberia, but the census, legislation got involved. Everybody got involved.
No, you're right. I think the argument I was making, which I missed, was that census should have kicked into motion the series of events that the legislature is now initiating. But that didn't happen.
There you go. 4 years later.
Exactly, because the president should have then submitted the census to the legislature. The legislature take it up, and then based on that, they decide whether to act to increase the number of people or to increase the consumption. In fact, they can't do that. They will set a new threshold, and then the Elections Commission will do the rest of it. So now that we missed that 2022, we have to wait until 2032 for another census to happen, and then before they can do what they're proposing to do now. Why are they doing this in the middle, smack in the middle? You know, that's the argument. But you're right, the last census was done. But where I missed it was the 73 was based on the 2011, I believe, 2011 census or so.
Yeah.
And before that, there was 64, and then they added 9 additional seats. You know, but then that was after the census had been done.
Now they want 16.
Exactly, they want 16.
And reporting 4 years late.
4 years late. Thank you.
4 years late. And then even if this went into effect next year, right?
Right.
Or 2029 or 2020, if 2029 is an election, and you add on 16 seats, comes right after that election, 2032, it will be another census. Okay? It will be another. It will be another
census. Then what do?
You add another 11 to make it 100. That's how
why is it that, you know, I understand, you know, Kovakunda crewmen let a quitty business, you know, they let a grumble business. But why all this grumble and confusion, you know, in governance, you know? And then they say the pastor in Nigeria, you know, he was insulting the government when he alleged confusion, you know. This is chaos, Jerome.
Of course.
This is chaos, you know? Of all the things that the government should be contending with, really, right now, that the creation of additional seats, this is the emergency that we have right now. Right now, we have a shortage of lawmakers. So we have a national emergency to create more.
To live that country out of poverty, you need more hands. you need more men to live the country.
You know, so yeah, we have an emergency. We don't have enough lawmakers, you know, and so Kofa Namwe decided, you know, he's gonna make 16 additional regime lawmakers.
Absolutely. And if you don't support the regime, you are not going to be qualified as a candidate. So everybody wants their own handbag ball
Yeah.
in the place that they can control. This is what this is all about.
Yeah.
You need an extra seat in Nimba that will fall under the auspices of either Koga
Right.
or Cone.
Right.
That's it. You go to Grand Bassa, the same thing. You go to Sano. Everybody is looking for that extra hand.
Yeah, and they're looking for a rescue majority, so they don't have to continue to suffer with the 49 that they're never able to come up with. We understand all these things. You understand me? And there's so I don't want to use the ABC terminology, but they're so unsophisticated. You can read through them. We understand what is going on here. 2023, it's going to be rough for all of us. 2029, it's going to be rough. And, so they're laying the groundwork for, what they intend to do. But we're not going to make it lazy. We're not going to make it easy for them to cheat. We're not going to make it lazy. We are going to make sure we checkmate them on every feeble little attempt they make. And they know they don't believe in the sanctity of the ballot. They're looking for all kinds of ways. They have lost, the confidence of the people. It's very clear. And they're looking for all kinds of nefarious little, shenanigans to come and get 50 plus 1, 2029. We're not going to sit there and let it happen. We're going to challenge them at every level. We will do that every day.
That's like we said, and I keep saying it. I'm going to see if I can get in touch with the political leader. I think he should start getting his instrument ready to expand the threshold.
Yeah.
That is, we have to go after these folks with every tool in our box, and that is one that will make sense immediately. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there is no reason for us to add another 16. All we have to do is increase our burden, our responsibility. That's all it is. Our portfolio gave us more people. You work 6 months out of the year. You work in our 6 months, you work 2 days a week. You can come up with all these excuses about, even though we're not in office, but we're working. Yes, you are working. They say you're on your constituent break or you're on your agricultural break, but you're sitting down here in Miami and you jolly. Is that agriculture here?
Exactly.
You here swimming? You the other time the guy brought his whole family to Disney World.
Yeah.
Okay? Or his agricultural break, brought his children.
Most of these people, they never go home during their
No.
I mean, I remember back in the day, the TWP fellows, almost all of them, had a little farm, and that's why it was called the agricultural break. They would all go on their farms, make sure, their little piglets or little chickens and stuff, what they were doing, But our guys here of today, they don't even go back to the constituency, They get a break to go in Lana in Florida or wherever,
That's what they call it. That's what they call it, break.
Yeah. It's agricultural break, really. They go and they're taking photos, and I'm not being specific to anybody here, but if you look at the photo with Yamin, with Lamin, Yaman, whatever they call him, that's one. But just make sure you don't forget your constituency, because why? When you go back to the constituency, you get to listen to the people. They tell you, even over here, these people, you should see them, and I really pay attention to the Tea Party. These people, they go back and their constituency would tell them, their constituents, they would tell them, oh, that stuff you're doing in Washington, we're not about it. You need to go back there and, you have to stay in tune and in touch with the constituency. How do they even know these monies they're giving them? How do they know to make the right appropriation? For the people. These people, I think they get $150,000 each or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
How do they determine what the people really need? Most of them are so out of touch with the constituency.
You build bus stop
Yeah, of course.
You build your bus
Yeah, you
stop.
build money bridge, right?
But listen, this is the Liberia we have.
You build
You
bus stop, but we ain't get no bus to stop there.
there's no car road there, but you build a bus stop.
You build a bus stop.
This is this thing. You elect this guy from the interior. He finds his election as his meal ticket to exit the interior to go. The first place he wants to do is build a home in Monrovia, and he moved to Monrovia. Doesn't come back maybe once a year or so, or when it's time for election, that he comes and say, "This is what I'm doing. This is what." I went to visit one of my lawmakers in Washington D.C. The guys were sharing room.
Yeah.
They were sharing apartment. Lawmakers.
Yeah.
The guys were sharing apartments. They go out there. Their main home is home, Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was shared. There were three in the same apartment. So one was the guy from Florida, I think one was from Wisconsin, and another one from either Massachusetts somewhere. The guys were sharing because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
The government, they want to be good stewards of government money. So they did everything they could to make sure that on the weekend, our Representative Brian Matz, he's here basically every other weekend.
Why do you think Joe Biden was commuting from Springfield to that's what it was about.
On the train.
Yeah. So that is what you're saying. Jerome, please let me put Roland.
Yes.
Man, I called you earlier, man. You were locked up. But hold up, you're live now. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Good evening, Mr. Jerome.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah.
On my call. I just want to pick back on what Mr. Gamer was talking about people resume and trying to link this thing to this kind of school they went to. I want to pat on the default with him that it is not because of the school they went to that's why they are performing poorly. Because these schools were created by the Americans. When you go to the majority of those students going to Grand Canyon University, Phoenix, Capella, and all the other schools, they are American people. They are not just Liberian people. But our people, for example, the justice ministers, people like, he one of the brightest among the Liberian people. He went to Harvard. But guess what? When he went to Liberia, the Supreme Court told him to do the rightful thing, and he came and manipulate what the Supreme Court told him to do. When the Supreme Court told our lawmakers to go back to Antico to Static or Anti, he went and said no. He went and said the wrong thing. And instead of telling the president, you know what, we need to follow the rule of law, he went and advised the president, and the president told the Liberian people, you know what, I was wrong. This question is our police director.
Hang on, Roland. I'm calling you back. My phone is acting up. Yeah.
That button phone, man, you gotta get a real phone. What you still got Nokia?
Yeah, go ahead, Jerome. Sorry, that was my phone. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. The second person is Gregor Coleman. Gregor Coleman came here and said he went to Harvard. He did public administration.
Yeah.
Time for his final time for his thesis, he went and told the people that, you know what, I can't concentrate because of the civil war in Liberia. I'm suffering from PTSD. We need to research these people. They are not doing the right thing. So it is not because of the school. We know a lot of people that went to Grand Canyon that got their PhDs, Phoenix, and all the other schools. Well, they are nurse practitioners. They are young epidemiologists like me. Okay, so we can't just blame those schools. You can go to hybrid school and do well for your people. So, Mr. Gimon, I'm sorry. I know you're a very smart guy. but I want to differ with you. It's not because of the school, our people dishonesty. Thank you.
Thank you, Roland.
What the folks say, they say, be careful when they praise you, they come and hit you hard, right? He said,
Yeah.
man, you're a very smart
Yeah.
guy, but hey, boom,
Yeah.
I disagree with you. And 100% right.
Carrot and stick, right? Stick and
Yeah,
carrot.
this one a stick, then the carrot. But this is what we are talking about. There are a lot of these folks that came over here that know very well that they are not the material of those schools. All they want to do is say, I went to Harvard. When you ask them, look, I am a product of the president of the Harvard Kennedy School of Government. That's Michael Dukakis. And he will tell you that school is not Harvard. Anybody that went to the Kennedy School of Government did not go to Harvard. They lied to you. The Kennedy School of Government is a subsidiary of Harvard University. It's only housed there. It is a school that was put together where we call the American exceptionalism, to go out there and spread the American way of life. Nobody in Liberia will ever tell you that they went through the process of being admitted at Harvard and got the scrutiny with their GRE score and everybody else and were admitted at Harvard. That's a lie. Nobody ever did it. The Kennedy School of Government is a total different institution. I did classes there. I did courses there. It is that I never applied to Harvard, never went through the processes. The Kennedy School of Government is a school that was established to spread the American idealism. So you can enter that school, you can enter by recommendation of a government, your portfolio, if you're a minister of any department head and you want to do, you want just the title. But don't let them say they went to Harvard, they lied. The Kennedy School of Government is housed at Harvard. To enter the Kennedy School of Government, you do not apply to Harvard. That's a lie. Fact check me. Go and check it out. Everybody that have gone to Harvard, the Kennedy School of Government, tell them where do they apply. You get there, some of the courses, some of the classes there, they will tell you if you have been a CEO or in managerial position for 10 years, this is your track. That qualifies you. So the people in Liberia know that when you mention the name Harvard, all of a sudden you should be put at the top of the food chain. They know this because we are gullible. I know two top Liberian lawyers. One was actually Supreme Court Chief Justice, a Justice Associate, graduated from Yale Law, took the bar exam 7 times, couldn't pass the bar exam. Went to Liberia and became a top lawyer and wound up on the Supreme Court. So yes, some of these guys come to these schools and they get their certificates, and then they go to Liberia and shove it down your throat. So you think Oscar Twe, you think he would have been competitive to do well in the Americas practicing law? Why do you think he chose to go back home? So yes, for those of us who know the secrets and know everything, they don't want to hang around with you because you know too much. But Oscar Tway or Gregory Como cannot come to me and tell me anything about he went to Harvard. And he should be embarrassed to say I went to the Kennedy School of Government and I couldn't finish because I couldn't concentrate. It's even worse. But that's what you get. In America, they say GIG or garbage in, garbage out. If you put in garbage, you get garbage. The guy couldn't do well in Liberia. He came over here. He went to some school. And he goes home with his binders. I went to Harvard. Almost everybody in Liberia, from you name it, they all went to Ivy League school when they come here. Look at their products. Look at your country and see whether those people are anybody. The reason we talked about the discipline of separating the sheep from the goats is these people are looking for schools where people have overperformed year in and year out for 200, 300 years. That's why most of these schools, not that they're not good, but they have not been around long enough to prove that we should trust them, that they will still be here. A typical example, last month, they said in Liberia, they closed 89 higher education universities in Liberia, 89. I don't know, Victor, now you're in Liberia, that you had that many universities in Liberia. They closed down 89 universities in Liberia. Jesus Christ. So if you were in Liberia and you had a guy who graduated from Cottington and a guy who graduated from LU and then another guy who graduated from a Gimman Institute of Technology, you know, a beautiful name now, Gimman Institute of Technology. But I'm having the classes in my bedroom or, you know, in my living room or on the piazza or under the tree. But the name and the certificate look real good. When you look at the certificate, you say, yeah, this is cool. So yeah, it makes sense to say, you know what, I would rather take my chance on a guy from Cottington and a guy from LU than this guy from Gimman Institute of High Technology. That's why it doesn't mean they are not good. But the institutions, when you're talking about the institutions, they have proven themselves for 200 years of excellence. A friend of mine graduated from St. Joseph's, I think either in Philadelphia, there somewhere. Everywhere he went, he majored in math. Everywhere he went, people were happy because St. Joseph's have produced St. Joseph's. I mean, not because it's a Catholic school, but they have just overperformed for 100 years. So people, when they are graduating from Joseph, the corporation line up to give them jobs. So that's why it is, but it's not that we are putting down the other school, but they are too new. They are less than 50 years old. And the other ladies say, I don't hire anybody. And in school that I'm older than, if I'm older than the school, I'm not going to hire anybody from that school. But that's just what it is. But yeah, but Victor, I think the PL, I think we should push our PL to rally everybody else. Because if we go through the Supreme Court route, I know exactly where this will end, but the onus should be on the folks. The Liberian people rally around our PL if he says, instead of adding more, let us expand. It's not only that it is prudent to do, but economically it will benefit the Liberian people. There's no way for us to spend another $20 million that we don't have, because the ECHOC will cost minimum $1 million. So 16 would be $16 million, and that's just the bottom line. So we talk about between 16 and $25 million there that we don't have. So the Liberian people rally around our PL to say, you know, this other fight we in it because it just doesn't make sense. I know somebody had called me and told me, Mr. Gayman, we will nominate you to come and run for the extra seat in Grand Bassa County. As great as it sounds and everything else, but does it make sense? Economically, it doesn't make sense. It's not good for our people. It's not good for the country. It's not good for the Irish person. I don't need a job. I mean, I would bring a lot to the table, but at what cost? You know, it's going to cost the Bassa people a lot of money just to have one extra seat. So I think fix electronics and everybody, Anthony Gay, it won't affect you because you want to be senator, so it won't affect you going out and kicking what his name, Zoe Penner. We want him out of there.
Yeah, I think Zoe Penner is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, we want him out of there. So we don't need no extra senator. I won't be surprised sooner or later. Vice President Coon and the Speaker will say, you know what, the two senator team working, we need to make it three.
But Mr. Gay has already pledged his support to Yahya Nimley. I mean, how is it? So what is he gonna do?
Also, he after he was
he's listening. He's listening. The man has been, I think, the official spokesperson for Yahya Nimley. Don't you remember?
No, I would be disappointed because Mr. Anthony Gay has always been. So you want to tell me he was another?
The man is another side Joseph. Yahya Nimley run, then you will run.
If your uncle don't run, then you will run. Oh man! So Anthony Gay Sr., are you another Ben Fennell? You want a senator in America? Ben running for president?
All right, so that was a joke. I'm taking it back. I know Anthony didn't say it. But I know he supported Senator Nimley, I think the last round, but he's running independently. He's an ANC. Aspiring. Yeah. No, Anthony Gay. Anthony is an aspiring ANC lawmaker. I think Yahya Nimley, I'm not sure if he's, I don't know what party he's of, whether NDP or I don't know. Anthony will probably tell us. Yahya is not up for re-election. All right, so he's making that. And you see why I said, hey, Yahya is not running anymore.
So Anthony Gay, you got my support, man. You got my support. But you can't win this thing if you're not on the ground.
Anthony, man, I'm just messing with you, man. I just messing
Anthony,
with you.
we can't win this thing. We're not on the ground, so you got to be on the ground. You see, I told Ben, Ben, you can't win the president sitting in Toronto there.
Yeah.
You put up policy paper, you got to be on the ground.
Yeah.
but Chief, it's 12:15 in Liberia. We got to let the guys go home.
Yeah.
It's not safe there now, as the young man was saying.
Wait a minute, who is there? I thought Junkies already left.
Yeah, but remember, all of our people at Truth FM. They are still.
I saw yesterday he was typing in the chat that they hadn't been on True FM for like a week or so. I didn't know they were still. All right, but let him. Yeah. I mean.
So guys, let's your party comments. Let's do this again tomorrow. But yes,
absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'll just go over quickly to remind our people that in spite of the hard time we're facing in Liberia, a budget shortfall here and there, our legislature is on track again to add 16 people to the already unbearable burden of sustaining their lazy behinds at the legislature, do nothing, and we're paying them thousands and thousands of dollars. That's not good enough. So we need to come out and stop them. The CMC has already has taken the lead on this. We're going to the Supreme Court to help us interpret what Article 80 of the Constitution says about census, threshold, and constituency, additional constituency. So please, you got to join us in this fight. 2, let's audit this legislature. This is a bunch of rogues, broad day thieves, pillaging our economy, doing nothing. We get nothing out of these people. Nothing. Besides chaos, But bunch of playboys and sometimes playgirls. They sit down in the Capitol building there. Most of the time, they do nothing. And for that, we're paying them so much. Then we're paying anybody else in the Republic of Liberia. We need to audit them. We have to audit these people. So join us. We have to audit these people. Some of these people don't belong in the Capitol building. They don't belong anywhere near the Capitol building. They're done. They're done. Help us remove these bums. Throw them out. Throw them out. So join us. On the drug issue, we want to really admonish this government. I think they're spending way too much time, fighting all the little side battles as opposed to this real mean thing. Let's make the mean thing the mean thing. Let's keep it the mean thing. Forget about all these little attacking people who come on with the information, all of that. When you're fighting the fight and you're disproving them, you don't need to fight these people. Your deeds will fight them. But keep your eye on the mean thing. Let's make the mean thing the mean thing. Let's conduct this investigation and unravel this drug case. It's been with us since early June. It's been over a month now. It's been over a month. And all we've done is, detain, the messengers of the messenger, not even the messenger themselves. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? So, Ronnie C and others, he was here with us last week. I'm sure he will come back again. I think the government is smart enough to embrace this man. He's helping them do their job that they are not able to do. Instead of trying to fight him, I think we should try, all of us, put together and find a way out of this. Unfortunately, this thing will attract a lot of people will fall into this. A lot of people. So, but it's been good being with you here, Jerome. Thank you for all you do. You hostess so ably our cathedral sisters. The cats. I think they call themselves the Cats Kingdom. Yeah. So, we wish them all the best in Rhode Island.
Those ladies, I mean, they are all accomplished women. From Cathedral, you heard Theola Gibson. She's a nurse practitioner. Hawa Masale she's a nurse. She's a MD. She's everything. She went down the track. She did everything the right way.
Right.
The other lady, Ms. Jacques, MBA, accomplished person. So all these women, all these people bring a lot to their school, and they are giving back to the school. So if you are in the Providence area, I'm going to ask my son if he had that time off to attend and mingle with Liberians and see what it is like. He has not been to any Liberian function before, other than weddings, and this would be a good one for him to go to. I will send him the information as well, so he can go and have fun. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for something to rally around, I think what Honorable Musa Ability is doing, especially expanding the electorate, the threshold, then to bring another 16 crooks in there again, because exactly the last time when you're clean house, I think of the 15 senators that went, only 2 or 3 came back, and we thought, thank God, we not teach them a lesson. But the other people that came, they were even worse than the one we kicked out. Yeah. So changing them is not working. We will just stop them from growing.
Jerome, before you leave, I keep telling myself I'm done with the World Cup, but it is getting interesting. My son and I yesterday, we watched the game. France was really, I listened to Salim Sadiba, his analysis of the coaching. Mm-hmm. He thought the coach, I think you posted that clip, and he knows what he's talking about. But France really, they just weren't themselves yesterday,
No.
They were not, they didn't seem hungry.
From the get-go, zero. They were just turning the ball over.
over and over and over, and until Spain found a way and got them. And now I didn't watch to this game, but I'm glad Harry Kane is gone now. I want Argentina to go home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. I will still watch. Because I like my sport. But
Look, today I had a difficult time rooting for either one of those teams.
yeah, I know.
For Hurricane to be racist as he was against Ghana and the other team, it is good he's gone. Then we got a little racist team like
racist country, Argentina.
Either way, I don't. Now, listen. If it's I've said it, and I've been saying it from the beginning. The winner of the France-Spain game will be the champions.
Yeah.
Nothing is guaranteed, but I think the foolishness that England did today, I don't think Spain is going to allow them.
Throughout the whole tournament, Jerome, including yesterday, Spain has conceded only one goal.
One goal.
The defense is really, really stellar.
They are very, very organized.
Yes.
Very, very organized. They don't make those rookie mistakes. And the mistake that most of the teams make, like the people say, like I was listening to the Spanish coach. He says they don't play 90 minutes. They don't look forward to playing 90-minute games. They look forward to playing an hour, 30 minutes. That's the 90 minutes plus the 30 minutes that will be added.
Yeah.
That's how they play.
Yeah.
So if you come out here being exhausted, you're not in shape, like Argentina scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game. So the whole 80 minutes, 90 minutes you've been playing.
Yeah.
You thought, no, like Senegal up 2-0.
Yeah.
And they thought they had it. They took all their start
Yeah. Come back and
the game
beat them.
is now over.
Yeah.
So that's it. There we learned it again, but hopefully Sunday will be a great game. I look forward to it. I'll see you tomorrow, Chief.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man.
God bless.
All right, you too.